Peyton Uhas. Flanker is Tyrese Ogletree. He's number 19. Fullback is James Fulmore. And the tailback is Tyrell Ogletree. For defensively, for the Mustangs, number 12, Caden Friel, left end. Left tackle is John Deek. Nose guard is Caleb Glebus. The right end is A.J. Sumter, number 50. Linebackers from left to right, number 10, Brian Yorchek. Number 18, Dan Carney in the middle. And number 7, Ben Wilson on the right side. The cornerbacks from left to right. Number 13, Devontae Kiss. Number 15, the safety is Tajai Hooper. The free safety is Jaden Pratt, number 1. And the cornerback is number 2, Rodney Gallagher. For the Titans on defense, you have number 53, Braden Walker at left end. Left tackle is Braden Krause, number 72. The right tackle is Jaden Brown DeMary. He's number 55. And James Fulmar, number 8, the right defensive end. Linebackers from left to right, Kajon Shields, number 6. Delrico White, inside backer on the left. He's number 3. Israel Rose, number 33, on the right side, inside linebacker. And the right outside linebacker is Jameer Hill. He's number 7. The free safety is Peyton Uhas, number 2. Tashawn McMillan, cornerback on the left side. And Tyrell Ogletree, number 34, on the right side is the cornerback. For the Mustangs, offensively, number 53, Colton Cole will get the start at left tackle. Billy Barton, left guard. He's number 54. Center is Caleb Glebus. He's number 67. Cam Bradley, number 59, at right guard. A.J. Sumter, right tackle, number 50 at right tackle. At tight end is Caden Friel. He's number 12. Quarterback is Rodney Gallagher, number 2. Split end is Jaden Pratt, number 1. Joe Chambers, number 3. Keandre DeShields, number 9. And Tajai Hooper, number 15, and the running back tonight is number 7, Ben Wilson. That's your starting lineups.
And the Mustangs team decked out in their home blues with white numbers, a little bit of a red trim, and the West Mifflin Titans. Not sure, Steve, if it's more of a cross between the Pitt Panthers on the road and the Delaware Blue Hens. With those gold pants, a little blue trim, and blue numbers.
Looks like, well, the Blue Hens have those Michigan helmets, so I would say more like Pitt. They got the same pants that the Panthers had back in the 70s and 80s, those gold pants with the blue stripe and the white trim and gold helmets. So they look very much like the Pitt Panthers. Actually, the Pitt Panthers went back to those uniforms recently. Yes. So, and the sun just set out here, and it's actually got a little cooler. Kylie and I actually put our jackets on, Brian. It's getting the temperature is dropping, but still very pleasant night for football. No wind. And the lights will take effect here pretty soon, and should be a great night for high school football.
We'll take a quick 60-second timeout. Be back with the opening kickoff. Laurel Highlands trying to stay unbeaten tonight. Homecoming hosting West Mifflin here on WMBS, the True Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Chris Parker Jr., it's your 20th anniversary.
We're celebrating 20 years as your local Hyundai dealer and over 60 years in the car business. We are so grateful for our loyal customers. We appreciate their repeat business and referrals, as well as Hyundai's support.
You always have great deals, so customers keep coming back.
There are super deals on all our new Hyundais, including 0% financing available on select new 2021 models, plus 3-year free maintenance on all new Hyundais. And Hyundai donates to pediatric cancer research with every purchase.
0% financing and free sounds good to me.
In the used car market, check out our certified pre-owned Hyundais with the balance of the 100,000-mile powertrain warranty included. Not in the market to buy a car? Autoland is interested in purchasing your vehicle.
Plus, every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance, America's best warranty with 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain protection. Visit their website, AutolandHyundai.com, or stop in Autoland Hyundai, East Fayette Street, Uniontown.
You always pay less to drive the best at Autoland.
Back here at Mustang Field, captains making their way to the 50-yard line, and we'll see who gets the football first in this Big 8 conference game. We mentioned West Mifflin last week fell against a very tough Bell Vernon team. Laurel Highlands rallied from a 2-score deficit in the second half to defeat the Ringgold Rams. And, of course, one of the highlight games tonight, Steve, around the WPIL, Bell Vernon hosting Thomas Jefferson. It will be a sold out James Weir Stadium for that contest. Of course, we'll be up there next week for the Mustangs and the Leopards. And Laurel Highlands has won the coin toss here, and they want the football to start this game.
Yes, they do.
They will defend the goal to our left. And we'll get a look at the Titans kicker, Nick Kasuda. Kasuda, number 13, a 6', 180 junior. Been the starting kicker at West Mifflin for a couple of seasons now. Of course, Laurel Highlands last week, Steve, a special teams touchdown as Rodney Gallagher took a punt back for a touchdown. Actually, that was the first score of the game for Laurel Highlands in that win over Ringgold.
Yeah, Ringgold learned pretty quick to try to keep the ball away from him if they can, and they just couldn't do it. They punted first time they had to punt, and Gallagher made them pay. So let's see what happens here as Gallagher goes back deep.
Back there along with DeMonte Kiss. You have Tajai Hooper and also Ryan Pyro. Pyro, Hooper, and Kiss, the three up men. And we'll see if we get the ball sent all the way back there from Kasuda down to Gallagher, who's standing back of the Mustangs' 8-yard line. Kasuda has the ball here on the near hash mark. And we'll get this Big 8 conference game underway. Brian Morozak along with Steve Super, Kylie Silberdash behind the camera on our Facebook Live feed, and Nick Barczyk doing a fantastic job back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. And Kasuda set to go. And the run up, and we'll get this Big 8 conference game underway. And Kasuda going a little short here, but Rod with a run up gets it here at the 15-yard line. Has the 20-25, a little shake and bake trying to spin forward, pulling it down to the 27, and that's where Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10. You look at Gallagher's numbers so far this year, 33 of 48. Has thrown for 459 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Has also contributed 357 yards on the ground and 9 rushing touchdowns. In fact, Steve, he's averaging over 10 yards a carry.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. And Mustangs got to spread the ball around to all their skilled players, Brian. They got a lot of them. You know, you got Hooper and the Shields.
Again, no Eric Allen tonight if you're just joining us. The Mustangs ruling him out. And it'll be Ben Wilson as the starting tailback. And Wilson gets the football here with an inside carry and does a nice job there, Steve, taking it down to the 34-yard line, 6-yard pickup to bring up 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, you got to almost got 7, Brian. That might be a 2nd and 3. And a good job there by Wilson. Good job by the line to create a little bit of a seam, a little read option. And that's big, Brian. If they can get Wilson running a little bit, that just opens up everything else in the playbook.
Triple left formation on this 2nd and 4. A little delayed handoff there going to Wilson again, and this time well read by West Mifflin defensively as Wilson will lose 2. They'll spot this back at the 31-yard line to bring up 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, that went backwards that time, so that's, tough call there. And you wonder if they're going to get Gallagher out in space a little bit. Big defensive line. Look at number 72 there for
Brady
Krause. He's 6 foot 315, plugging up the middle.
A read option not working there on 2nd and 4. Now 3rd down and a short 6 here for the Mustangs from the 31-yard line. They're going to bring Jaden Pratt in motion, setting up a triple right formation as Gallagher takes the snap. Again, an inside handoff, and they're trying to work here. Ben Wilson, 3rd straight handoff to Wilson, and he gets back what he lost on 2nd down, but not enough for a 1st down on the Mustangs. Surprisingly here, Steve, go 3 and out.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Just three. I mean, I know you want to get Wilson involved, but that 3 carries in a row, you got to figure you got a lot of skill players out there that West Mifflin's probably very concerned about, and they didn't even try to get the ball to any of them.
Ben Diamond will send it away here for Laurel Highlands. Diamond standing back in the Mustangs' 19-yard line. Tyrell Ogletree back deep for West Mifflin back at the Titans' 30-yard line. And Ogletree is dangerous for the Titans. Clean snap coming back to Diamond. Some pressure in his face. Lets it go. It's a short kick. It'll bounce here in front of Ogletree, and the Titans will let it go, and the Mustangs will down it here at the 34-yard line. So where West Mifflin will take over 1st and 10 when we come back. Scoreless game, 9:50 left here in the first. We're back in 30 here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
North Union Township Supervisor Curtis Matthews, along with his fellow supervisors, wish all the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck this year. Kurt Matthews knows the dedication and teamwork are what it takes to keep moving forward, and that is exactly what Kurt has done for over 17 years in North Union Township. Kurt Matthews knows that teamwork, experience, and dedication are what it takes. Keep the team together. Vote for Kurt Matthews.
Yeah, he's in there.
Back here at Mustang Field, home opening game of the season for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs after playing their opening 4 on the road, but they went 4-0 on that road trip, and now Tayshawn McMillan and the West Mifflin Titans will go to work here, Steve, with a loaded pistol to start this game, something you don't see very often.
2 sidecars to his
right. Actually, yep. They're going to adjust the formation with a flag coming down. Handoff goes to Ogletree across the right side. Well read by the Mustangs defensively as Ogletree just a minimal gain, maybe getting 2 or 3, but we'll check the flag.
Could be an illegal formation because in offsides they would have blew the play dead.
Correct.
So let's see what the call is.
Especially when you have that heavy left formation from West Mifflin. Waiting for the referees to sort it out.
It must be against West Mifflin. They're going to take the penalty. There was a no gain in the play, but they're going to send them back.
Back to the 29-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 15. 9:46 left here in the opening quarter. West Mifflin and Laurel Highlands scoreless. Nice to have you along with us. And a packed Mustang field tonight. And again, you have that heavy left formation. Handoff going this time to number 1, Delron White. And White with some good pursuit for the Mustangs defensively, just getting back up to the 29-yard line. And that's pretty much, Steve, the original line of scrimmage.
Jaden Pratt came in and made the stop. And one of the Mustangs got to him first, could not wrap up, but Pratt was able to throw him to the ground. And you could see right away, though, this White, big looking back, they list him at 5'9", 220, but he looks bigger than that.
He'll mix up the personnel between the fullbacks and the tailbacks. They don't really have one go-to guy, even though Ogletree has gotten a lot of carries so far this year. Now they're lining up in a shotgun set, but a timeout being taken here by the Titans. We'll take one as well. 8:59 left here in the first. Scoreless. West Mifflin and Laurel Highlands are back in 60 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of SWGI Specialists, extending best wishes to our Fayette County teams. Our providers and staff all live locally and are committed to fulfilling the digestive health needs of our community. We encourage everyone at age 50 to get a screening colonoscopy because preventing cancer is the best way to fight cancer. Call 724-437-7677 or visit us at swgispecialists.com.
Did you take your medications this morning? Apothecary Pharmacy now offers Apothe-Packs. All your medications come in pre-sorted packs organized by the date and time you take them. From seniors to caregivers to parents whose children take medications at school to travelers, Apothe-Packs helps people know when and how to take their medicines. It's free to make the switch from bottles. Call us at 724-437-7801. That's 724-437-7801 to get started with Apothe-Packs. Ask us about free delivery.
2nd and 15 now for West Mifflin after the timeout. Line of scrimmage, the Titans 29. McMillan out of the gun, hangs in the pocket, looks to step up and run. McMillan pulls it down, gets across the 35-yard line before he's gang tackled at the 37. Picked up 8, Steve, to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Well, he just kind of looked around, a couple reads, didn't have many receivers open out in the space there, so he just decided to tuck it up and run. And it looks like he probably does that quite a bit, Brian. And now it brings up a tough 3rd down and let's call it 8.
Spotted here at the 37-yard line. They need the 44 for a 1st down. 8:19 left in this opening quarter, opening offensive drive of the game for West Mifflin, working right to left as we describe it. McMillan back out of the shotgun with a triple right formation, ball on the left hash mark. I think that's Delrico White to his left, and McMillan takes the snap, scrambles far side, some backside pursuit, gets out of it, then is spun down at the 30-yard line for a 6-yard loss on the play. And stepping up there, Brian Yorchik again defensively to make the hit there on McMillan to bring up 4th down.
Actually, it was Caleb Glebus that actually is the one that brought him down, Brian, number 67. Yorchik got there first, could not get him, but Glebus was there to finish the job. And a good job, team defense there by the Mustangs.
Now Laurel Highlands will send Rodney Gallagher back deep to receive the punt. Rod standing back at the 35-yard line. Again, Nick Kasuda does all of the kicking for West Mifflin. He's back at the Titans' 17-yard line. So the Mustangs, good opportunity here for good field position. The snap went a little wide, and the punt got blocked. And the Mustangs pick it up here at the 18-yard line. I think DeMonte Kiss scooped it up after the block.
Well, Brian, I always say punting is probably the most scariest thing for the coaches in high school football. You got to rely on the punter to catch the snap if it's a good one, but if it's a bad one, like that one came back and floated to his right, and it came back very slow, didn't it? And it just it put him in a bad position, and he tried a little bit of a shuffle to his right, and he ran right into some Mustang defenders who blocked the punt. So the Mustangs set up good on their second possession here at the 18-yard line.
I'll go back with Gallagher out of the shotgun. Laurel Highlands went 3 straight running plays to Ben Wilson on their opening drive. A little play fake, screen out near side. Pass complete. That's Jaden Pratt in the flat. Gets inside the 15. Still on his feet and finally slammed down to the 14-yard line for a 4-yard pickup.
That might be a run. We'll see what our man Tony Anula gives him a run, because that was almost a backwards pass. It was pretty hard to tell from this angle, but
good to see Albert Gallatin basketball coach Shay Fleener here. His daughter was in the homecoming court for Laurel Highlands.
Yeah.
He spotted at the 15-yard line, so only a gain of 3 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 7. Ball on the right hash mark. Again, Ron stays out of the shotgun with Wilson to his left. Twin receivers to each side. Ball on the near hash mark as he sends Hooper in motion. Low snap coming back as flags come in.
False start.
I don't think Ron was expecting the snap, and that's probably why you have a pre-snap penalty. 6:30 left here in the opening quarter for you folks on the radio side. Laurel Highlands taking over after a blocked Nick Kasuda punts.
Well, and you mentioned that Radcliffe was a little dinged up, and I was watching in warm-ups, Brian. He was not kicking the ball like he hasn't been all year. The kicks were kind of spinning and high and short, so I don't know if he's going to have the range for something this far if they don't pick up any more yardage.
They said he had a pretty good knot on his head, Steve, actually, after that soccer match yesterday as Rich Colasar takes a timeout. So we'll take one as well. 6:12 left here in the opening quarter. Mustangs driving. We're back in 60 here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $259 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarborChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months and 10,000 miles yearly for $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and for payment. Sale ends September 30th, 2021. Plus supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borge Jr.
2nd and 11 as we come back, and the Mustangs taking a shot at the end zone in the back corner. Keandre DeShields had it broken up. That'll bring up 3rd down and 11, Steve.
Yeah, good defensive play by the Titans. And I think that was Ogletree there, number 34. He got his hand in there at the last second. And now the Mustangs, it may be 4-down territory here, Brian, with the field goal kicker being dinged up a little bit.
I think Lucas, though, is back available today as well, so that might be another option for Laurel Highlands. Triple left formation with the Gallagher out of the shotgun. Actually empty here as Rod now steps up here on the left side. Nothing there. Goes back to his right and has a man on his back. And they're going to wrestle him down hard out of bounds with the tackle there. James Fulmer, number 8. And a late flag coming in. That might be an unnecessary roughness penalty there against the Titans. And Fulmer just kind of waves his hand.
Wow, what a mistake by the Titans. Just you stop them and you create a 4th down. That's going to be, be a
15-yard penalty. Half the distance to the goal. And actually still might be 3rd down, Steve, due to the fact that it is half the distance to the goal. It might be 3rd and short here. I think they're going to mark it just inside the 10-yard line. They needed the 9 for a 1st down. It's going to be awfully close depending on the spot. Still have 3rd down on the yard marker. Mustangs lined up in a little banana bunch. Now they're going to break out of it. And you have Hooper now to the left of Gallagher in the backfield. And coming in motion now is DeMonte Kiss.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some confusion. They got first down on the scoreboard. It should only be third down. Well, it was after the play, so it should be fourth down.
Now an offsides penalty against West Mifflin, so no matter what the down was, now it's going to be first down. But you're right, you had all kinds of confusion. The down marker at first said third, then it switched to fourth. Scoreboard said first down. I'm not sure if anybody knew what was going on out there.
First, now it's a moot point now, first and goal from the 4. Well, they're calling it the 5 on the board, but it looks like it's inside the 4.
Triple left formation again, another banana bunch off to the left of Gallagher. He takes the snap, looks that way, and has a man on the corner of the pylon into the end zone for a touchdown. That's DeMonte Kiss.
Yeah,
so Gallagher to Kiss from 5 yards out.
That's a tough throw on the flat there, going to his left for a right-handed quarterback. But he threw it on the outside, right for Kiss to get it, and then Kiss wasn't a sure thing getting in the end zone. He got bumped, but he was able to get inside the pylon. So the Mustangs get on top, 6-0.
Touchdown occurring here at the 5:44 mark of the opening quarter, again set up by the blocked punt. Now on for the extra point, it is Harry Radcliffe who will send it through.
That one looked pretty good. Kicked that one nice.
So with 5:44 left here in the opening quarter, Laurel Highlands 7, West Mifflin nothing. We're back in 60 seconds here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of SWGI Specialists, extending best wishes to our Fayette County teams. Our providers and staff all live locally and are committed to fulfilling the digestive health needs of our community. We encourage everyone at age 50 to get a screening colonoscopy because preventing cancer is the best way to fight cancer. Call 724-437-7677 or visit us at swgispecialists.com.
Trinity United Presbyterian Church in Uniontown is celebrating the church building's 125th anniversary. The first weekend of October will be filled with events to commemorate Trinity's historical church presence here in Uniontown. Here's a list of what will be going on. Friday, October 1st at 7:30 p.m., there will be a free organ concert at the church building, located at 79 West Fayette Street. Saturday, October 2nd from noon to 5, bring the family to Story Square for music, games, and food. And on Sunday, October 3rd, join us for worship at 11 a.m. to hear Trinity's chancel and handbell choirs. We hope to see you this October.
As we come back to Mustang Field, Radcliffe sends the kickoff out of bounds right around the 3-yard line, but Laurel Highlands leading 7-0 on the Ronnie Gallagher touchdown pass to DeMonte Kiss coming at the 5:44 mark of the opening quarter. And crosstown tonight, Steve, Ringgold off to a 14-0 lead over the Uniontown Red Raiders. Have to thank our buddy Billy Dice for that score, and I believe Billy's going to be back with us next Friday night for Laurel Highlands and Belle Vernon. In fact, Steve, 2 games on WMBS next weekend. We'll also have Uniontown and Brashear coming up on Saturday. I think the mayor's going to join me for that one.
Yeah, that's a. Is that up at that Couple Stadium again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys liked that place, didn't you?
It was a very nice stadium. Can I leave it at that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The hospitality wasn't so good?
No comments. Hopefully we'll get the broadcast on next week. From the West Mifflin 35-yard line after the kickoff out of bounds, McMillan and the Titans will go to work. And McMillan now out of a pistol set, double tights, and an inside handoff for about a 4-yard gain up to the 39-yard line. And that was Delron White getting 4 there. Bring up 2nd down and 6.
Well, you would figure if West Mifflin watched the tape last week, and I'm sure they did, they would be trying to run the ball exclusively. And they've, it's just, because the Mustangs had a really hard time defending the run against Ringgold.
That really surprised me because the Rams, Steve, I was watching on my couch, really punched the Mustangs in the face there early on, going up 2 scores the first couple of minutes. A little side handoff there, and that's Ogletree, a 1st down and more, taking it to midfield, and an 11-yard pickup. Trying to catch the Mustangs off pace there, kind of just handed it behind his back there to Tyrell.
Almost looks like the old Fumblerooski play from, remember Nebraska did that in the Orange Bowl.
It was, though, Steve, a very odd experience last Friday watching you and Tony, who did a fabulous job, along with Billy Dice and Nick from my couch, instead of being there. It was only the 2nd high school football Friday I've missed in about 20 years.
You work enough of them. You deserve one break.
Yes. You guys did a nice job getting the game on the air. And the coverage was very enjoyable. There's McMillan again out of the pistol, and flags come in, and this is going to be an offsides penalty against the Mustangs. We saw some self-destruction out of West Mifflin on Laurel Highlands last drive, and now the Mustangs jumping across here a little early. With 4:31 left in this opening quarter.
Well, what a beautiful evening out here,
is.
Brian. Look at that sunset to our left. And
finally feels like football weather as well.
It does feel like football weather.
So now a 1st and 5. And they'll wind the clock here with 4:17 left in the opening quarter. You have some fans down there, Steve, that I think they understand you're on the air.
Yeah.
And there's Ogletree on a little off-tackle right carry, breaking a couple of tackles and surging forward down to the 36 for a 9-yard gain. And Ogletree's had some big games already this year, Steve. Went for about 168 yards in their opener against Chartiers Valley. And he's been a big-time runner for the Titans all season long. Their head coach, Steve Rod Steele, was the former coach a couple years back at Steel Valley, and they called that team the Mercy Boys team because they won a state championship, and Mercy ruled every opponent.
Wow.
Including Southern Columbia in the championship game, and I believe that was about 5 years ago, and that was Southern Columbia's last loss. Just shows how good that Steel Valley team was. They tried another one of those backdoor handoffs, this time going to Delrico White. Just got a yard down to the 35.
Your chick gets in there, plugs that hole nicely for the Mustangs.
And we call his name a lot, Steve, all over the play. Brian Yorchik, a 5'10", 190 senior.
Yeah.
Such an impact on that defensive line for the Mustangs.
Yeah, number 54, Barton was in on that one as well. He's only a sophomore.
Billy Barton, one of the linebackers, 6'1", 240 pounds, good size. And the Mustangs really have added to their depth over the last couple of seasons. 2nd and 9 now for the Titans. They'll go back to Ogletree, trying to bounce it out on the far side, and he'll get run out of bounds at the 31. 4-yard pickup there for Tyrell, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 5. We're down to 2:42 left here in the opening quarter. Laurel Highlands leading 7-0 on a Ronnie Gallagher touchdown pass to DeMonte Kiss on the Mustangs' second drive of the game. Looks like Jaden Pratt might have a little issue going on here, Steve, maybe an equipment issue as he runs off.
Looks like something's wrong with his shoe. He's changing shoes. He's running to the locker room to get different shoes. Look at that.
Wow. Now 3rd down and 5, showing some pretty good speed.
He doesn't like his shoes.
So 3rd and 5, McMillan back out of the pistol. Ball on the right hash mark, and looks like the Mustangs' John Deek came across the line a little early.
Well, the Mustangs benefited from Ringgold jumping off sides about 5 times. When the Mustangs sent a man in motion, the Rams jumped, and then the Mustangs do it this time.
It's going to be about a football short of the 1st down. They have it moved down to the 27. They need about the 26.5 for a 1st down.
Well, from here, I would imagine this is 4-down territory, so you got 2 plays to get a yard. If you're West Mifflin, I would imagine you're going to run this right up the middle.
They're back in the pistol set again, going back to Ogletree, and he gets spun down, but should have enough here for a 1st down, depending on the spot. But the spot coming in here for the near side, I don't know, Steve.
Well, Yorchek had him and then flung him around to the forward, where actually he got a little bit more yards than he probably should have. If he would have threw him the other way, it would have been definitely a 2 yards short. But
so it's going to be 4th down.
It's going to be 4th down, and then Pratt still in the locker room finding a new pair of shoes. Here he comes.
Big play coming up here for West Mifflin. With 1:15 left on the clock here in the opening quarter, 4th and inches. McMillan sending
false start,
White in motion, and you're right, Steve. The flags come in.
That was the center. That was odd. The center was going to pull.
Carson Novosel.
Yeah, and he was going to move, but he forgot to snap the ball, so he didn't. He kind of was moving before he snapped it, so that'll cost him 5. And Pratt looks like he picked up another pair of shoes, and he's what he's doing there, but he's
might need to tie him now.
Yeah, now he's got to put them on. He didn't put them on in the locker room.
Might want some Velcro shoes in the future.
Yeah.
Might be a little quicker. Getting his new kicks on. Now 4th and 6, they're going to keep the offense on the field as we go under a minute left here in the opening quarter. McMillan back in that pistol set. Twin receivers to the near side of the field. And an inside handoff again to the Mustangs with a well-read defensively. stopping the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They went back to Ogletree, and now Laurel Highlands will take over on downs with 46 seconds left here in the first, up 7-0.
Yeah, that play looked like it almost looked like McMillan did not want to hand it off, and then he kind of, when he was going back after the fake of the hand, or after the handoff, he looked like he dropped the ball, and that just looked a little disjointed from the beginning.
Sometimes you get that sudden change. Let's see if the Mustangs go for a big play here after a 4th down stop. Haven't seen too many shots down the field yet for Laurel Highlands. Went 3 and out on their opening drive and started the second drive with good field position. Now Rod out of the shotgun, low snap coming back. Play fake, keeps it himself, and look out here, Rod sprinting forward and a shoestring tackle as Rod picks up 9, maybe 10, down to the 42-yard line.
Wow, the smallest guy on the field, number 8. That's, or is that 8? Is that, can't be 8 because 8.
Hey, Fulmer at 6'2", 185.
Yeah.
Might be 9 there.
19, number 19.
That would be Tyrese Ogletree.
Yeah, he saved a touchdown.
Tyrell's brother, Tyrell, 5'10", 175 junior. Tyrese, a 5'7", 160 senior. Might be the final play of the quarter. Direct snap going back to Rod. Lost the football, regains, comes forward, and has enough for a Mustang first down. So again, shows great composure. Lost the football, got it back. Picks up a first down to the 47-yard line, 6-yard gain, and that'll be the final play of the opening quarter with Laurel Highlands up 7-0. We're back with the second quarter in 60 seconds here on the CR Barada Group High School Sports Night here on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950 for your quote. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area high school football teams the best of luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating. When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228. That's 724-439-3228, 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Prime Rozak and Steve Supert back here at Mustang Field, and a special ceremony going on here, Steve, in between quarters to honor Laurel Highlands baseball coach Scott DeBerry, who passed away suddenly at the end of July. And Coach DeBerry really did a lot of great things here, Steve, for the Mustang baseball program, really put them back on the map. Mustangs playing in a Wpial championship game a couple of years ago, qualified for the PIAA play-in game this year. And unfortunately, Debo passed away at the end of July after a short battle with stomach cancer, and his whole family out there right now. And a lot of folks don't realize, Steve, Coach DeBerry was also an assistant football coach here at Laurel Highlands for a number of years as well.
Yeah, he was a heck of a nice guy, and I know my son Joey played for him in Legion Ball, and everybody liked him. He was just a heck of a coach and a heck of a guy. Just a shame.
I had a great relationship with him as well, Steve, over the years, covering Mustang baseball games, and I think it really shocked the entire Mustang community with Debo's sudden illness and passing this past summer. And they're going to have a round of applause here for the Debo family. As they all come out here on homecoming to honor head coach Scott DeBerry of the Laurel Highlands baseball team. That's the one thing, Steve, about Laurel Highlands. They always honor the greats here, and unfortunately we've seen too many of them passing away over the last couple of years too young.
Yep.
Barry Rosner passing away a few years back, and then John Kazarek, the longtime play-by-play voice of the South Union Township Sports Network as well. Miss a lot of our friends here at Laurel Highlands. Now after that ceremony, we'll get back to football. Sometimes tough to get back after an emotional time like that. And Laurel Highlands up 7-0 on a full house here at Mustang Field tonight.
Yeah, big crowd behind us as well, Brian. I know you can't see up on the hill, but there's a nice crowd up there.
Laurel Highlands now working right to left here in the second quarter. Rod back out of the gun, triple right formation. Protector back to his right. Single coverage to the near side. Clean snap comes back. Rod rolls to the far side. Pressure coming, throws as he was hit. And the pass falls incomplete out of bounds on the far side. Bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, just rolling out to the right. Nothing there. Throw it away. Good job by Gallagher, and that's kind of what he does. He's not really, as good as he is. He's not a quarterback prospect for sure. I mean, he's just he's an athlete back there making plays and getting out in space, and he's good enough to get the ball to his receivers. But his future, if it's in football, will be as a defensive back, a receiver, just a punt returner, just a playmaker.
Second and 10, triple right formation, play fake to Carney, and that was a lateral going back there to Hooper, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And that'll be a loss of about 7, maybe 8 there, Steve. That play going the wrong way.
Yeah.
Back to the 38-yard line. Actually a loss of 9 to bring up third down and 19. And the one play that really impressed me last week, Steve, was that grab from Joe Chambers.
Yeah.
Showing some hops.
Yeah. Yeah, Chambers had a nice big play there. And that was I believe that was in the fourth quarter.
Correct. Came at a big time. As Laurel Highlands rallied from a 29-17 deficit to pick up a 31-29 win. They'll go empty here on 3rd and 18. Opening minute of the second quarter. Mustangs up 7-0. Line of scrimmage. The Mustang 38. Rod takes the snap, steps up, now rolls to his left, almost stumbled, regains, throws on the run, tough throw, coming back, Chambers, and he was able to stay in bounds for the first down catch in West Mifflin territory at the 35-yard line. Almost on cue there, Steve.
Yeah, that was just a nice job by Chambers to gather himself. He knew where the sideline was, and he was able to tap those toes as he caught the ball falling out of bounds. And Brian, one thing this is new turf. I mean, it looks like the old turf, but it's that new turf when you got all those pebbles still haven't settled in, and it's just stickier. And you notice a lot of players are losing their footing, or almost stumbling as their cleats are getting kind of stuck. And Gallagher did that on that play as well.
Mustangs go empty again, and this time it's Jaden Pratt on the handoff here on the far side. A little jet sweep play, maybe getting just a half a yard, though, inside the 35. Bring up second down and 9.
And I'm sure the Mustangs have got to practice on this field for at least a week or so.
And I was on it, Steve, last week before one of the Mustangs soccer matches, and I noticed due to the fact that it was new turf, sometimes when the turf gets a couple of weeks into it, it's more matted down, and this turf actually still sat a little bit high just because it hadn't been used that much.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Second and 9, line of scrimmage, the West Mifflin 35-yard line. Laurel Highlands up 7-0. Triple left set. Gallagher out of the shotgun. Carney to his left. Looks to throw. Nothing there on the left side. Cuts back to the right. Rod still loose. Throws on the run. Has a man, and that is Hooper. And he couldn't hang on at the 11-yard line. And Tajai Hooper almost had a highlight reel grab there right around the West Mifflin 10.
Yeah.
McMillan with the coverage defensively there for West Mifflin. Broke it up. I thank the folks checking in on our live stream today. Brett Lopick telling a couple of jokes out there.
Keep it clean, everybody.
Yes, they're keeping it clean tonight.
Good.
3rd and 9 now. Again from the Titans 35-yard line. I think that's Carney again to the left of Gallagher. Rod takes the snap, and the handoff goes to Carney. And Carney able to get down to the 31-yard line. They'll bring up 4th down and 5. Ringgold's now, Steve, up 28-0 over Uniontown. End of the first. A tough night for the Red Raiders, who 2 weeks ago ended that 35-game losing streak with a win over Carrick. Red Raiders lost last week against Albert Gallatin. They'll travel and take on Brashear next week. Now 4th and 6 here for Laurel Highlands. Line of scrimmage, the Titans 32. A little banana bunch in tight now. They'll break out of it. And split wide. Carney again to the left of Gallagher. Takes the snap. Rod, quick out far side. And missed time there with the intended wide receiver, Keandre DeShield. So the pass falls incomplete. And West Mifflin will take over on downs when we come back. 9:23 left here in the opening quarter. 7-0 Laurel Highlands are back in 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Did you take your medications this morning? Apothecary Pharmacy now offers Apothepacks. All your medications come in pre-sorted packs organized by the date and time you take them. From seniors to caregivers to parents whose children take medications at school to travelers, Apothepacks helps people know when and how to take their medicines. It's free to make the switch from bottles. Call us at 724-437-7801. That's 724-437-7801 to get started with Apothepacks. Ask us about free delivery.
Back here at Mustang Field, they should probably reset the clock. They ran about 15 seconds off that clock after the incomplete pass, but they did not reset it. Now, fake jet sweep. McMillan tried to call his own number. Did he lose the football, Steve? Yes, he did, and the Mustangs recover.
There's a flag down, though, I think, Brian.
Brian Yorchik came out of the pack with a couple of flags down. One came right around the snap.
He's pointing over at the Mustang bench.
And then one came after the recovery.
They might have had too many players on the field. So let's hold on everything here. Let's see what happens. The defense looks like they're staying out of the field.
Referees sorting it out. 9:07 left before halftime. Laurel Highlands on top 7-0.
Oh, they give it to the Mustangs.
And then a late personal foul that I think was a dead ball foul against the Mustangs. Should be Laurel Highlands football.
Yeah, they're going to move it back, but that's all right. We'll take it.
Have to thank our video stream sponsors today as well. Ford of Uniontown and MARUCA'S Pizza Shop on Barton Mill Road. So they have the game on there, Steve. And with Uniontown, Laurel Highlands, and Albert Gallatin all having homecoming tonight, I'm sure the establishments will be busy when the games wrap up. Hopefully everyone stays open tonight because you're going to have some good crowds.
Yep. I know Tony and I are going to visit.
I might join you this week finally, Steve. I might have a week where I can actually join you guys after the game tonight.
My wife went out of town, so I got a free pass tonight.
You're batching it this evening, huh? So they'll push the football after the dead ball personal foul back to the West Mifflin 48-yard line, but the Mustangs will take it. They'll have possession. It will be a 1st and 10. And their offense will go right back to work with Gallagher out of the gun, Carney to his left, twin receivers to each side, ball in the center of the field. Rod takes the snap, draw the entire way, gets inside the 45, dives to the 40 for an 8-yard pickup to bring up 2nd down and 2. A good run there from Rodney Gallagher. With 8:49 left before halftime. It's Keandre DeShields. Check that Jaden Pratt brings the play in from the near side. And I'll call this 2nd and 3. Mustangs break the huddle. Triple left formation.
Pretty quick moving game. Only eight minutes left in the second quarter. It's
and one touchdown so far. Handoff goes to Carney. And Carney, a nice run here. Gets down to the 36. Hangs on to the football. They were going after it, Steve. He was able to hang on and pick up the 1st down. Got 4, maybe 5 to move the sticks.
So interesting, they're using Carney now instead of Wilson back there.
Carney did not have a carry coming into this game. Came into this season as the number 3 tailback behind Allen and Wilson, and Allen inactive today due to an injury sustained last week. Mustangs in tight again here on this 1st and 10 from the 36. Rod looking to put it up. Quick out near side. Pass complete. Jaden Pratt in the flat. And he carries a man down to the 20-yard line. 15-yard pickup. As riding him there, Steve, was Tyrese Ogletree.
And I think Wilson may be hurt, Brian, because they're over here. He's over on the bench to your right down below. And the trainer is getting out a wrap, and they're doing something to his leg. So hopefully if they're wrapping it, that means maybe they're planning on getting him back in there. But right now it's Carney at the tailback spot.
Triple right set again. Gallagher takes the snap. Quick out, far side, pass complete in the flat. DeMonte Kiss gets inside the 5 and run out of bounds to the 2-yard line. 18-yard pickup. Gallagher to Kiss and another Mustang 1st down.
Yeah, boy, he had all kind of room to run. I thought he was going to try to jump over the top of the 2 defenders, but he tried to bull his way in there. Couldn't make it, but he still gets down to the 2-yard line. Good job by Kiss.
Now 1st and goal. Mustangs going quickly here. Gallagher out of the shotgun is going to call his own number. Run right up the middle. Did he get in? No. They're going to rule him down just shy of the goal line. Bring up 2nd down and goal. Good effort to get in close there for Ronnie Gallagher.
Well, they're down about the 1 foot line.
There to go quick again. QB sneak. Rod with a little push from behind, able to get it on the left side.
He got stuffed, and then he was able just to bounce out of it, and then nobody there on the left. He's able to just fall into the end zone.
So Gallagher, a 1-yard touchdown run. Coming here at the 7:03 mark of the second quarter, the Mustangs now take a 13-0 lead over West Mifflin. Laurel Highlands last week went 4-0. For the first time in school history, could they possibly go 5-0? You, of course, have Bell Vernon taking on TJ tonight. That could be, Steve, if Bell Vernon beats TJ. Mustangs hang on here. A matchup between two 5-0 teams next week at James Weir Stadium as Radcliffe adds the extra point, and it's 14-0. Laurel Highlands over West Mifflin, 7:03 left before halftime. And we're back in 60 seconds here on the C.R. Brana Group High School Sports Night.
Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in. Greetings, this is Jeff Paletta, General Sales Manager at Ford of Uniontown. By now you're probably aware of the semiconductor problem, also known as the chip problem in the automotive industry. It would appear the issue is not soon to resolve itself. That being said, we have found the most advantageous way to help our customers with finding the vehicle of their choice and apply our best discounts. We have over 100 new units in our order bank that are produced but awaiting a chip. You pick the vehicle of your choice with one of our professional sales associates, and we will prioritize it for you. Or you can simply order your vehicle of choice. Either way, you will receive an additional discount of $1,000 and any incentive that applies at the time of your order. With that selection, size, and discounts, it just makes good sense. Stop in and see the Trade Me In guys and gals at Ford of Uniontown, on the hill across from Applebee's. 724-425-5980 or FordofUniontown.com.
Back here at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands up 14-0 over West Mifflin. Line drive kick there from Radcliffe will get scooped up here at the 15-yard line. And on the run back here was number 1, Steve, and that's going to be Delron White. And White able to take it down to the 37-yard line. A little pushing and shoving there after the play between 11s on each side. Leahy for the Mustangs and Carlos Scott for West Mifflin.
Yeah, that was, I think that might have been your check, Brian, there against, with number 11 there, but he was out of the play. But White did not want to go down, did he? He just kept churning those legs. And he's not that tall, but he weighs 220. He's got kind of like, remember the old Robert Newhouse with those big, thick legs, and he just does not want to go down.
Bell Vernon a 7-0 lead over Thomas Jefferson. Thank you, Vernon Chandler, for that score update. A lot of folks picking Bell Vernon over TJ tonight, Steve. Tough to knock off the Jags.
Where's that game being played?
At Bell Vernon. On the gold turf at the beach where we'll be next week. Here's Ogletree trying to cut it out on the far side. Flag coming in. And a great open field tackle there from Tajai Hooper.
Yeah, the Mustangs doing a much better job against the run tonight.
It certainly sense they made some adjustments after, as we mentioned, Ringgold really took it to Laurel Highlands early on last week.
And this is going to send it back 15 yards. I didn't see the call. Was it a personal foul or was it?
Might have been a chop block.
Yeah.
I'll push it back here to the 22.
So the Titans.
Next to be 1st and 23.
Yeah, the Titans are doing some good things offensively, but they keep shooting themselves in the foot with penalties and turnovers.
That's made a difference tonight. McMillan back out of a semi-loaded pistol this time. He's going to put it up, quick out, far side. Pass complete, just a minimal gain. Going out of bounds there, Andre Spencer. It was the ultimate backup on this team for West Mifflin. Steve, you look at the depth charts. They have him as the 3rd-string tailback, backup flanker, 2nd-string tight end, and then defensively they also have Spencer as the backup strong safety. But he picked up a couple of yards there. And bring up 2nd down, and they call it 20 on the scoreboard. Might be more like 21. Football spotted at the 24-yard line. They need the 45 for a 1st down. McMillan back out of a more traditional shotgun. Twin receivers to the near side. Again looking to throw. And a little flip out to the near side. And this one going to Carlos Scott to get a minimal gain as he was popped back at the 24-yard line.
Your check again.
Maybe got a yard.
Well, your check, I tell you what.
Tony, we call his name all the time.
Yeah, all the time. That kid, he's a nice little player defensively. Doesn't get in on offense much, but he is doing a great job for the Mustangs defensively this season.
Now 3rd down and 20.
And this is where the Titans, again, they have to get some yards here. I mean, it's really going to be asking a lot to get a first down. But, you know, the punting game is really got to be making Coach Steele a little bit nervous the way that snap came back last time.
Semi-loaded pistol again, and McMillan's going to pull it down. Has some running room across the 30 and gets hit by Gallagher and tripped up at the 32-yard line. So got 8, maybe 9 yards back there, Steve, but still well short of a first down.
Yeah, good open field tackle by Gallagher. There was a opening there. If Gallagher misses there, he's going to pick up the first down. He had a lot of room on the right sideline, but Gallagher goes up there and cut his legs out from under him, and now Gallagher goes back to return the punt.
A 4th and 11, pretty much have to punt from this situation at this spot of the field. With the football at the 34-yard line. Well, you have Kasuda back at the 20.
The way that last punt worked out, you don't really have to punt, but look at the snap.
High snap coming back again to Kasuda. Mustangs all over him, but he gets it away. Nice punt. Gallagher's going to let it go. Goes inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line. So Laurel Highlands will take over 1st and 10 when we come back. 3:58 left here before halftime. 14-0. Mustangs are back in 30 here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Just lost the feed.
Nick needed me to call back. He said it was breaking up a little bit. We're good, Steve.
And speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, coldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
Back here at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands taking over, Steve, up 14-0 over West Mifflin. 3:58 left before halftime.
Well, that punt snap was a little dicey, wasn't it, Brian? It came back. It looked like a slow pitch in softball with a high arc.
Gallagher calling his own number there. Excuse me, Steve, getting 5 down to the 39.
And that's something to watch for later on in this game. If the Titans have to punt anymore, the Mustangs, I'd send 10 guys after that because they could block another kick for sure.
And I'm surprised at this juncture of the season you would be having those issues on punts. You're already 4 games plus in. You think you would have worked those situations out.
You think you could find somebody that could, put your quarterback back there. Somebody that could kind of, basically it's a throw from underneath between your legs.
2nd and 6. And they fake the jet sweep. Rod calls his own number, just gets 1 down to the 40-yard line. And they had 2 long snappers on our depth chart. Tyler Forthofer, number 56, and the normal center, Carson Novosel. I did not check there, Steve, to see who sent that last one back, but maybe that's why there's 2 long snappers there as Coach Steele still trying to work out some issues.
Yeah, that was it was just high and floating back there, and it happened in the first one. It wasn't as bad in the first one. That was actually worse. It was straight up in the air, and the punter almost had to fair catch it. That's how high it was, and he was lucky to get it off. The Mustangs, if they'd have been coming after the punt, they would have been able to block another one.
3rd and 5 now for Laurel Highlands. Gallagher out of the shotgun, takes the snap. They're coming after him, spins off a defender, comes near side, throws on the run, quick out near side, and the pass broken up by Ogletree was intended for Joey Chambers. That would have been a tough catch for Joey as Ogletree had blanket coverage.
He had Pratt in the middle of the field a little farther down, but he chose not to throw it that way.
Now 4th and 5. 2:26 left before halftime. Ben Diamond coming on the field here for Laurel Highlands. Diamond standing back in the Mustang 26.
You probably can't feel it, but the wind has picked up a little bit, and it is getting noticeably colder out here. Not too bad.
I know Kylie brought her gloves and her winter hat.
She did. She has her gloves. Well, she doesn't have her gloves on.
Low snap here. Look out. Coming back to Diamond. They're coming after him, and he gets it away. Goes on a line drive to Ogletree. Did he muff it? Did he muff it?
Yeah, the Titans fall on it, though.
Wow. And
There's
you have a flag, Steve. Do they rough Diamond?
That might be enough for a first down. Let's see.
You had a lot going on there. You had them going after Diamond, and you also have Matt Lucas coming off the field injured as well for Laurel Highlands.
Personal foul. That's going to be a first down.
Wow. Titans have shot themselves in the foot a lot tonight. Now the Mustangs barking a little bit. They need to be careful here as well from their sidelines.
Now, I don't know what the officials doing down there, marking the ball down there. Look, what are they doing? They're marking the ball puntily off from where the kick was, and the officials, this is ridiculous.
The Mustangs have their offense.
The ball should be up here.
Correct. Now they're going back the other way.
Yeah, the officials a little confused.
I'm sure Laurel Highlands would take it.
And the chain gang is moving now, so let's see what's going to happen.
Those guys will have 10,000 steps by
The only guy that seems to know what's going on is the guy with the white hat, which is the head referee.
Needs to get his crew together here.
Yeah, the crew
take charge.
The crew. Mass confusion there. They were going to mark off the penalty against West Mifflin after where they fell on the punt, and that would have been great field position. We would have had the ball at the 5-yard line. But
now it's going to be the Titans 45 where the Mustangs will have it after that 15-yard penalty.
2:17 left, so the Mustangs can. If you can get another score here, it really puts you in pretty good shape.
I thought it was going to be a tight game coming in, Steve. West Mifflin almost a win in week 0 over Char Valley. Did lose big last week against Bell Vernon. Had a win over Elizabeth Ford. Also lost against a tough South Fayette team as Rod lobs it up on the near side. And going up for it was Keandre. Just could not come down with the football. Once again, Ogletree with nice coverage defensively there for West Mifflin.
Yeah, that was close to being pass interference, but good coverage. And he turned his head around at the last second to probably avoid that. Contact was made, but the ball was kind of floating in. It was he just underthrew him.
Second and 10. Scoreboard says second and 45. It's not second and 45.
No, the ball's on the 45.
Correct.
Yep. There we go.
Have it corrected now. Twin receivers deep
First
side.
game. Everybody's a little bit off.
First home game for the Mustangs. Carney back in as the tailback. He'll get the football with a hole. Look out here. Carney a first down and more inside the 35-30. That's a 15-yard gain for Dan Carney.
Wow, what a run there by Carney.
Easy to say his longest run of the season. We're down, Steve, under 2 minutes left here in the second quarter.
And I don't see Wilson. I think Wilson may be sitting there with a T-shirt on with his shoulder pads off, so he may be out of the game.
Mustangs stay with the same formation. This time they'll bring Pratt in motion. He'll get it on the jet sweep coming far side. Pratt trying to cut up the field. Not much room there. Run out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage. Bring up second down with 1:30. They still are running the clock there, Steve. Shouldn't it stop with them going out of bounds?
It should have. And here comes Pratt is limping badly.
The Mustangs losing a lot of guys here quickly. But why did the clock not stop on the out-of-bounds play? 20 seconds of run off here. The Mustangs trying to get Pratt off the field as well.
I don't think they realize it either. The Mustangs coaching staff may not realize the clock stopped.
Or did not stop. We're down under a minute left. 55 seconds left on a running clock. Triple left formation. Gallagher handoff Carney inside the 25. Spins forward, gets down to the 24. So about a 6-yard gain there for Carney. You might want to use a timeout, and they will with 43 seconds left before halftime. Laurel Highlands driving up 14-0. We're back in 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of SWGI Specialists, extending best wishes to our Fayette County teams. Our providers and staff all live locally and are committed to fulfilling the digestive health needs of our community. We encourage everyone at age 50 to get a screening colonoscopy because preventing cancer is the best way to fight cancer. Call 724-437-7677 or visit us at swgispecialists.com.
North Union Township Supervisor Curtis Matthews, along with his fellow supervisors, wish all the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck this year. Kurt Matthews knows the dedication and teamwork are what it takes to keep moving forward, and that is exactly what Kurt has done for over 17 years in North Union Township. Kurt Matthews knows the teamwork, experience, and dedication are what it takes. Keep the team together. Vote for Kurt Matthews.
We're back here at Mustang Field after the timeout. Mustangs with 1 timeout remaining. It's 3rd and 5.
Got a celebrity guest out here with us, Brian. Coach John is with us right now, standing behind me.
Mook?
No.
Mark
John, yep.
Mustangs bring a man in motion here, and look out. Gallagher with some backside pressure throws on the run and over the head of the intended wide receiver, Keandre Shields.
The entire right side of the line for the Mustangs did not move on that play.
Very odd.
And you see teams do that in college once in a while when there's a false start. They kind of stand there. But that time they just kind of, this ball was snapped, but the right side of the line was almost a couple seconds behind. So the entire left side of the West Mifflin line was kind of converging in on Gallagher. He was running for his life back there.
Now it's 4th and 5, and if you don't get this, you might be happy some of that time ran off earlier. They bring Matt Lucas in motion, triple left formation now as Lucas lines up in the slot left. Gallagher takes the snap, and now flags coming.
False start.
And Lucas getting set there a little late. One of the Mustangs might have jumped.
Yeah, that was kind of odd, though, because Lucas was on the near side, kind of the press box side towards us, and the flag came down from the West Mifflin sideline. So it was on the opposite side, so maybe it was someone on the right side of the line might have flinched a little bit. Now you got a 4th and 10. Still not a punting situation. Oh, they're going to let Gallagher. He's going back. Coming up now. I thought he was going in kind of like he might be quick kicking this one.
Line of scrimmage, though, the 30-yard line. They're going empty. Gallagher takes the snap, drops. He's going to throw. They're coming after him. Flushed out to the far side. Was hit as he releases the football deep into double coverage, and the pass ball's incomplete. Almost intercepted there by Peyton Uhas, number 2. So the Titans will take over on downs with 28 seconds left before halftime. They'll have it here at their own 30-yard line. How aggressive do you get here, Steve, if you're West Mifflin head coach Rod Steele?
Well, you're down 14-0. I figure, what the heck you got to lose at this point. The Mustangs really haven't been moving the ball that quickly. So if you do have a mistake, it probably wouldn't be unless it's a pick 6 or something like that. But I think you got to take a chance if you're West Mifflin to try to move the football.
It's interesting, Steve. You had the block punt led to the first Mustang touchdown, and then the fumble led to the Mustang second touchdown of the game. They
really haven't. They're going to waste a timeout here again. So
we're going to step aside for a quick 28 seconds left before halftime. Mustangs up 14-0. We're back in 30 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
I'm attorney Bill Martin of Radcliffe Law. Have you been hurt at work or trying to navigate a workers' compensation claim? Are you being treated fairly by your employer or its insurance carrier? Our experienced workers' compensation team at Radcliffe Law will be glad to meet with you and answer your questions at no cost to see if we can help. Call our office at 724-439-3939. That's 724-439-3939. Or visit us online at radlaw.net or on Facebook. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Back here at Mustang Field, have to thank our video stream sponsors tonight. MARUCA'S Pizza Shop in Fort of Uniontown. They're sponsoring the live video.
I'll say hi to some of the guys down there. My son Joey and Tony Hanula's son Chud down there. And want to say a very happy birthday to TK, Tyler Karofsky. It's his birthday tonight. They're celebrating watching the Mustangs.
Great for them to have the game on at MARUCA'S tonight. And now the Titans going here with 2 eye bags. Might be playing it close to the vest. Going into the locker room and just an inside handoff for a minimal gain. And we're coming up on 8 o'clock. So when we break here for halftime, Nick will have an update from CBS News for you. And then Steve and I will be back. And now what are we going to have here, Steve? Timeout taken by Laurel Highlands.
West Mifflin, why would they? I don't know why they would.
They ran for 2 yards and then take another timeout. We'll step aside for a quick 30 again. 14-0 Mustangs. 19 seconds left before halftime here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
McClure & Wolf Certified Public Accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf Certified Public Accountants.
Play resume.
We'll see if Rod Steele, Steve, has something up his sleeve here after that timeout. Very surprising.
If you got a trick play in your book, now might be the time to try it. But
well, the Titans are out of timeouts. Laurel Highlands has one remaining. We have 19 seconds left before halftime, and they're going to have McMillan here out of the shotgun. Twin receivers to the near side, one to the far side. He's going to roll out on the far side as the 35-40, 45, and run out of bounds close to midfield, so the clock will stop with 10 seconds left before halftime. So they'll have maybe one or two more plays here, Steve, depending if they can get out of bounds or even an incomplete pass.
I wonder why they wasted a timeout before the first play of this drive.
Correct. Kind of odd.
Yeah. I mean, if they didn't like what they had, they could have just told them to spike it. I mean, you only had a couple plays left anyway.
10 seconds left. Let's see what we got.
Any play that lands with the ball carrier inbounds will pretty much run the clock out for the half.
Now McMillan again out of the shotgun, twin receivers to each side. Play fake. McMillan flushed out to the near side. 6 seconds left. McMillan lost the football, and the Mustangs recovered. Dan Carney picks it up with 2.8 seconds left. Carney did not need to
pick it up. The Gallagher was coming in, Brian, to scoop it, and he would have scored because nobody in front of him. And Gallagher is upset with Carney. He's not really upset too bad, but he knows if Carney doesn't pick that ball up. And, of course, Carney didn't know that Gallagher was behind him. But
just instinct.
He was coming in there, and nobody in the way. And Gallagher would have almost walked in the end zone. I know it was 60 yards, but nobody was going to catch him because everybody was on the other side of the field.
Now Laurel Highlands won last play.
That could have been disaster for the Titans.
And Titans a couple of turnovers here in the first half. Mentioned the block punt led to the first score. Fumble led to the second score. Could a fumble lead to a touchdown here going into halftime. Triple right set. Gallagher out of the shotgun. He's going to step up here on the near side. Time has expired. Gallagher's going to look to run. He's into Titans territory, and he'll get run out of bounds here at the 45-yard line. So he picks up 11 yards, but it'll take us to halftime with the score Laurel Highlands 14 and West Mifflin nothing with that extended second quarter. We missed our CBS News break at the top of the hour, but don't fret. Steve and I will be back with halftime stats. We'll pass along some other scores from around the Wpial and also recap your first half scoring as well. Again, our halftime show being brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy, located inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market. Again, at halftime, 14-0. Laurel Highlands over West Mifflin. Stay tuned. More ahead at halftime here on WMBS, the Trim Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage. It's not available in all states.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, brains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access, 724-437-7500.
I'm talking with John Marietta of New Salem. John, you're running for the important position of Recorder of Deeds for Fayette County. John, why do you want to be the Recorder of Deeds?
After the 2020 election, I felt that changes were needed, and from the bottom up. Your home is your biggest investment in your lifetime. I intend to protect that investment as my number one goal.
John, what changes or updates would you be willing to make?
I will commit myself to work with the school boards and county commissioners to create an exclusion for our seniors on their closing costs if they are buying or selling in the county. We need these folks to stay right here in Fayette County.
John Marietta, do you have a final reminder for your voters?
I am John Marietta. I'm a regular guy trying to take a stand. Our back is against the wall, and it's time to take that stand and work to take back our county, our state, and our country. I am John Marietta. I am the hillbilly. And with your help and God's grace, I will be Fayette County's next recorder of deeds and much more.
John Marietta for the people of Fayette County.
It's football season, and before you know it, snow. It's not too early to think about winter tires. Tireman Auto Garage has the cheapest prices in town on new and used tires, winter tires, plus semi-truck tires, and more. Add credit, no credit, financing's available through ACIMA with only $53 down. Tireman's Auto Garage also offers alignments at the cheapest prices in town, Pennsylvania State Inspection, and so much more. Tireman's Auto Garage next to Sherwin-Williams. 724-425-9606.
COVID-19 vaccines teach your body to recognize and fight the COVID virus. You can get this vaccine at no cost to you at Peachin Pharmacy in Connellsville. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. Help protect yourself and your loved ones. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy. Visit peachinpharmacy.com for more information.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Go mobile with First Federal of Greene County. Get security and convenience with First Federal's updated app. Turn off lost or stolen credit cards, check balances, manage card limits, deposit checks, pay bills, all with the swipe of your finger. Don't forget the Card Valet mobile app to further protect your debit card. Visit the Apple App Store or Google Play to download the apps. Visit firstfederalofgreene.com for more information. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Casey's Sports Cafe, owned by the Vernon family, is located on South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Casey's has reopened for dine-in services with new hours. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Meals are home-cooked and range from a variety of steaks, chicken, and veal parmesan, liver and onions, along with appetizers, salads, wings, and sandwiches. Casey's offers free delivery in the Uniontown area with purchases of $10 or more. Call 724-550-4126 for Casey's Sports Cafe.
Brian Rozak and Steve Supert back here at Mustang Field. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs leading the West Mifflin Titans by a score of 14-0. Again, our halftime show being brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market. Steve, interesting stat. Laurel Highlands on the field just 1-8 against West Mifflin since 2012. Actually, in the results, 2-7 due to the fact that you had that one forfeit loss or game that West Mifflin had a forfeit after they were ruled to have an ineligible player. So technically 2-7, but on the field 1-8. But here they are leading at halftime 14-0. And they got things started after a block punt. Rodney Gallagher to DeMonte Kiss. A 5-yard touchdown pass coming at the 5:44 mark of the opening quarter to give Laurel Highlands a 7-0 lead. And then another West Mifflin turnover, a Titans fumble. And the Mustangs capitalizing again. Rodney Gallagher, a 1-yard touchdown run. That coming at the 7:03 mark of the second quarter. Harry Radcliffe adding the extra point there to make it 14-0. And Steve, you go back to last week, Gallagher 4 touchdowns against Ringgold, and then coming back here today, touchdown pass, touchdown run already in this game.
Well, they've, it's an interesting first half, Brian. Like you said, the block punt was big, and the fumble. But other than that, the Mustangs, I think it's been a pretty even game. Wouldn't you? I think you would agree with that.
Oh, I agree.
And it's just, but the Mustangs, give them credit. They've been very opportunistic all season, and they've been able to take advantage of opportunities given to them. And then, here's the thing. They keep going and going, and then all of a sudden, you think they're not doing anything, and then all of a sudden Gallagher slips a big play, and all of a sudden it's just, he's good for 2 big plays a game that's going to result in points, and that's, and he hasn't done that yet. So if you're West Mifflin, you got to be a little concerned because you're already down. You already spotted the Mustangs 14 points, so it's going to be, the Titans have done nothing offensively. They haven't been able to get any ground game going. The Mustangs have done a much better job defensively against the Titans, being able to stop the run, and the Titans have done nothing in the air. Obviously, they don't look like they want to throw. It's going to be a ground attack, and they haven't been able to get it going.
Do you have stats yet, Steve? Or do you
I do not. I sent Kylie in there to get them from Tony.
Okay,
so
we'll just take a quick break. We'll be back with stats and scores. Again, it's 14-0. Mustangs over the West Mifflin Titans here at halftime. Stats and scores coming your way next here on WMBS, Dribble Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
cancer patients in Fayette and Greene County no longer have to travel to find the care they need thanks to a new partnership between the WVU Cancer Institute and WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new cancer center is now open on the second floor of the annex building on the hospital's campus and will take a multidisciplinary approach to medical oncology care, including chemotherapy and other infusion services, a pharmacy, and lab. Patients will have access to nurse navigation, a telephone triage system for symptom management and prescription refill, cancer registry services, tumor boards, and telemedicine appointments. The clinic will include 8 exam rooms, 1 procedure room, 1 consult room, 1 provider workroom, and 1 station for obtaining patient vitals. The infusion area will include 8 private infusion bays with heated massage chairs, 2 additional swing flex rooms, and 1 station for obtaining patient vitals. Patients wishing to schedule medical oncology and infusion appointments at Uniontown Hospital can call 724-912-7520. For more information on the WVU Cancer Institute, visit wvumedicine.org/cancer. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new us, here for you.
Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home? Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950 for your quote. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area high school football teams the best of luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
Going on now with your for Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $259 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarborChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease it through GMS, a well-qualified individual, 24 months to 10,000 miles yearly for $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is for tax, title fees, and for payment. Sale ends September 30th, 2021. Plus supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Been at a Fact bus stop and wondered where your bus was? Now you can track all Fact fixed route buses in real time. Go to factbus.com or download the Fact Bus Route app for your cell phone or tablet from the Google App Store. It's free. And don't forget, all Fact fixed route buses now have free Wi-Fi. For more information and for rates and routes, go to factbus.com or call 724-628-RIDE.
Won't get the bus and grab the bus. Come along and ride with us. It's a fact. We're Fayette County Public Transit.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Phone 724-437-2799.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
We're back here at Laurel Highlands High School. Steve, is your halftime stats are being brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm, with Laurel Highlands leading West Mifflin 14-0.
Okay, thanks for West Mifflin. McMillan was just 2 out of 2 for 4 yards, and that was one of them going to Scott for no yards, the other one to Spencer for 4 yards. On the ground, McMillan had 5 carries for 34 yards, and Ogletree had 5 for 19 yards, and White 3 carries for 10. That's it. So the Titans, not much offensively, just 68 yards, Brian, in total offense. 64 on the ground, just 4 in the air on 16 plays. They had 6 penalties for 48 yards and had 2 turnovers. And if you count that, of course, and 2 turnovers and a blocked punt, so it's really like 3 turnovers. Mustangs fared a little better, not much though, as Gallagher was 6 out of 14 for 59 yards, did have a touchdown pass. Hooper had 1 catch for -8 yards. That was on that screen. And Chambers, 1 catch for 27 yards. That tightrope on the sidelines, that was nice. Pratt, 2 catches for 18 yards. Kiss, 2 catches for 22. And the score, Gallagher, 9 carries, 43 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Wilson, 3 carries on 5 yards on 3 carries before he got hurt. Pratt had a couple yards on 2 carries. And Carney, nice job for Carney. Daniel Carney, 4 carries, 28 yards for the Mustangs, and they had 32 plays in offense, had 78 yards rushing, 59 in the air for just 137. So not really a big offensive output for the Mustangs either. And they had 5 penalties for 35 yards, but no turnovers. So no turnovers, and you double your yards from your opponent, and that adds up to a 14-0 halftime lead. And Brian, but that's not a dominating performance from the Mustangs. No. And it's just they should be fortunate they got a couple turnovers, and they've been very opportunistic. So, and thank you to our man Tony and Ola for the stats again, as always.
A wild game, Steve, between Bell Vernon and TJ. TJ just took a 13-7 lead, then Bell Vernon just came back and tied it up at 13. They're right before halftime. We expected that one to be competitive, and it's just that so far, 13-13. Bell Vernon and Thomas Jefferson. Again, thanks to Vernon Chandler for those updates. The last we heard on the Ringgold Uniontown game, Rams up 28-0 there. Allegheny of Maryland up 8-7 over Albert Gallatin. They scored a touchdown, missed the 2-point conversion, but got a safety to lead Albert Gallatin 8-7. So that's a little different, isn't it?
Yeah, that's an odd score.
Greensburg-Salem up 14-6 over Indiana. Charleroi 7, Waynesburg nothing, and Elizabeth Forward up 26-0 over Beth Center. Here at halftime at Mustang Field, it's 14-0. Laurel Highlands over West Mifflin. We're about 9 minutes away from the start of the second half. Nick tells me he can get a radio PA news update on the way next, so he's going to have that, maybe a weather forecast. We'll be back with the second half here for Mustang Field with Laurel Highlands up 14-0 over West Mifflin here on 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer wishes the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs this season and in the playoffs. During these uncertain times, a lot of hard work goes into a successful season, and that includes the cooperation of players, coaches, and their families. South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer commends all of those whose hard work has gone into making this a successful season. Like our local teams, Robert Schiffbauer is working hard to make life better for the residents of South Union Township. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer. Cancer patients in Fayette and Greene County no longer have to travel to find the care they need thanks to a new partnership between the WVU Cancer Institute and WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new cancer center is now open on the second floor of the annex building on the hospital's campus and will take a multidisciplinary approach to medical oncology care, including chemotherapy and other infusion services, a pharmacy, and lab. Patients will have access to nurse navigation, a telephone triage system for symptom management and prescription refill, cancer registry services, tumor boards, and telemedicine appointments. The clinic will include 8 exam rooms, 1 procedure room, 1 consult room, 1 provider workroom, and 1 station for obtaining patient vitals. The infusion area will include 8 private infusion bays with heated massage chairs, 2 additional swing flex rooms, and 1 station for obtaining patient vitals. Patients wishing to schedule medical oncology and infusion appointments at Uniontown Hospital can call 724-912-7520. For more information on the WVU Cancer Institute, visit wvumedicine.org/cancer. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new us, here for you.
The September sale days are in full swing at Thurby's Riverside Board Sales. As you know, the worldwide microchip shortage has caused a shortage of new vehicle production for stock units. No problem. You can place an order for any new Ford vehicle with us and be guaranteed the incentives we have today. If we don't have it in stock, you can order the vehicle just the way you want it. The incentives are fantastic. 2021 new Ford F-150s come with 0% for 72 months Ford credit financing. 2021 new Ford Bronco Sport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Ranger, and Expedition come with 1.9% Ford credit financing plus $500 in factory rebates. Thurby's Riverside Ford invites you to stop in and see Joey, Jimmy, Sammy, or Ashley. Thurby's Riverside Ford, located 1 mile past Lady Luck Casino. Offer ends September 30th, 2021.
Hi, I'm Russ Blejo. As your local Allstate agent, providing protection that fits your life is something I take, well, personally. I'm committed to learning about your needs and personalizing protection to meet them. From bundling your auto, home, and life insurance with ease to evaluating optional coverage based on your protection needs. I can build an insurance proposal that fits your life. Are you in good hands? Contact me, Russ Blejo, for a free quote.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary.
COVID-19 vaccines teach your body to recognize and fight the COVID virus. You can get this vaccine at no cost to you at Peachin Pharmacy in Connellsville. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. Help protect yourself and your loved ones. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy. Visit peachinpharmacy.com for more information.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
590 AM and 101.1 FM WMBS. It's 8:19 and 58 degrees. Beautiful night outside of our WVU Madison Uniontown Hospital studio on this Friday night. It's halftime of our high school football game. Another C. Harper Auto Group High School sports night. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs up 14-0 on West Mifflin of the Mustang Corral. The Mustangs looking to go 5-0 for the first time in school history. Let's take a look and check out that WMBS Weather Watch for all of southwestern Pennsylvania on this gorgeous Friday. Should be a great weekend, the last weekend of September. Hard to believe. Next Friday is October 1st. 58 right now. 68 was the high today with sunny skies. Beautiful night tonight. Low down to 48. Chance of rain on Saturday. And otherwise a nice day. 69 chance of rain, though very light chance and light rain in the afternoon of any. Overnight low tomorrow at 50. 68 with sun. Sunday back to work on Monday. We'll have sun. And moving up to 74 Tuesday, rain 71, 50 the overnight low Tuesday night. Hopefully it's a nice night in Pittsburgh. I'm going up to the Pirate game. Wednesday we'll have sun, 68, 69 with sun on Thursday, and 64 next Friday, the 1st of October. 58 right now at 8:20 right here at your local station, 590 AM and 101.1 FM WMBS. Checking the sports schedule for the weekend. First we'll give you a Pirates update. They're taking on the Phillies this evening, and we'll get you that in just a bit. And we will tell you that we have football tomorrow. It's going to be a busy sports day here on WMBS, starting with the New Hampshire Pitt game. That's New Hampshire and Pitt from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. The Panthers trying to bounce back after losing last week to Western Michigan 44-41. That kickoff at noon with Bill Hillgrove and Pat Bostic. After that, we'll have the Pirates and the Phillies. Game 3 of that 4-game weekend series starting at 4. Pregame at 3:40. First pitch at 4:05. Then a big game in the Big 12, West Virginia taking on number 4 Oklahoma and Norman, the Mountaineers and the Sooners. West Virginia with a win over Virginia Tech at Morgantown last week, and we'll see what the Mountaineers can do tomorrow night against Oklahoma in a big game there. And also, we will have the NFL on Sunday, a doubleheader. Steelers-Bengals coming up Sunday at 1 from Heinz Field. Steelers coming in after their loss to the Raiders, dropping to 1-1. The Bengals are 1-1 after their loss last week to the Bears. Ben Roethlisberger expected to play, though, for the Steelers against the Bengals Sunday at 1. Then we'll have the nightcap of the day on Westwood 1 at 8 on Sunday night. The Packers and the 49ers, a rematch of the NFC Championship game a few years ago. Jimmy Garoppolo against Aaron Rodgers. We'll have the Monday night game coming up. Monday night, of course, starting at 7:30. Eagles-Cowboys, Pirates baseball again on Tuesday when they take on the Chicago Cubs. Right now it's 8:23 and 58 degrees outside of our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Studios at your local station, 590 AM and 101.1 FM, W266DB. WMBS will have the second half of our game with LH and West Mifflin with Brian Morozak and Steve Suberg in just a bit. For you Pirates fans, they actually lead the Phillies right now 4-2, that game in the bottom of the 4th. And we'll take a time out and be right back right here at your local station, WMBS. Brian and Steve on the other side.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis.
representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Phone 724-437-2799.
The Players Club Restaurant, Hotspot, and Ballroom, formerly Bender's on Connellsville Street, is the place to go after the game for fantastic food and fun. Players Club features the best steak hoagies in town, juicy black Angus burgers, salads, specialty pizzas, soft-serve ice cream, deep-fried Oreos, and more. Friday is Taco Day. Saturday is Wing Day at Players Club with local delivery available and outside dining on the deck. Players Club Restaurant, Hotspot, and Ballroom, formerly Bender's, Connellsville and Lincoln Streets. Call 724-963-4178.
General Dentist Dr. Edward L. Wietek Jr. treats children, teens, and adults of all ages. Dr. Wietek performs all phases of general dentistry, including crowns and bridges, partials, full dentures, comprehensive orthodontics, root canals, bonded white fillings, dental implants to replace missing teeth, and to stabilize loose-fitting dentures, and comprehensive exams and cleanings. Dr. Wietek is also your place to go for full mouth reconstruction if you have put off going to the dentist for too long. Visit Dr. Wietek online at myuniontowndentist.com to view the Smile Gallery and see some of his patients' before and after photos. See what over 35 years of experience and a practice committed to learning the latest techniques can do for you or your family. Dr. Wietek's office is located on the National Pike, 1 mile west of the mall on Route 40. Phone 724-439-1616. That's 724-439-1616. For General Dentist Dr. Edward L. Wietek, Jr.
Brian Mrozek and Steve Supert back here at Mustang Field.
Best wishes to the Uniontown Red Raiders, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and all our local teams for a successful season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It is the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Uniontown Red Raiders, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and all our local teams for continued success this season. From Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning.
Now back here at Mustang Field, just about ready to start the second half. And Steve, you know it's a big crowd when the 50-50 pays over $1,000.
Yeah. I know we were trying to win those things for 15 years, and we never even came close, did we?
No, Tony won one, though, during the basketball playoffs last year.
Well, he's
down at Thomas Jefferson.
He's got that, he's got that luck,
Yes.
I don't have that kind of luck.
Yes. See if the Mustangs can hang on here. By the way, Bell Vernon up 14-13 over TJ. We told you the game was tied at 13. Well, they made the extra point, and they're just going into halftime right now. Again, the Mustangs will see Bell Vernon next week. We'll have it for you here on WMBS. 7 o'clock kick next Friday night. Now, Harry Radcliffe will send it away back deep on the far side to Ogletree at the 10-yard line. Has the 15-20, and Ogletree trying to shake it out on the far side, but good defense from the Mustangs. DeMonte Kiss bringing them down. So West Mifflin will start the drive from their own 22-yard line, working right to left as we describe it. Brian Mrozek along with Steve Supert, Kylie Silberdash behind the camera on our Facebook Live feed, and Nick Barczyk. I think he's going to earn the raise this week, Steve. He's doing a heck of a job back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios.
And did I hear him say the Pirates were winning again tonight? Did they end up winning that game last night? Do you remember? Do you know?
I went to bed.
I know you're not a Pirate fan,
yes.
so Nick
maybe you can chime in there and let us know.
Nick will let us know.
After the next play, Nick, you can chime in and let us know about the Pirates because Steve's on the edge of his seat. Thinks they still have a chance.
I'm still a fan.
Yes. Pirates lost last night 12-6, he says. And here's a run on the far side for West Mifflin. And they have a first down here, Steve, across the 32 up to the 33-yard line. 11-yard pickup there to start the second half. And that was Ogletree again.
And that's not what you want to see if you're a Mustang fan. I know it's everybody's pretty relaxed, but they really, if people dive into those stats, which I know the people here in the stands are not really paying attention to that, but statistically, this was a much closer game than the scoreboard indicates.
Now 1st and 10 after that 11-yard run. Line of scrimmage now the 33-yard line. McMillan out of the gun, twin receivers to each side. By the way, Steve, Pirates up 4-2 tonight. McMillan takes the snap, and a little quick pass there, falling incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended wide receiver there, Carlos Scott.
Yeah, Scott just dropped it, and he might have had 4 or 5 yards.
Correct.
It wasn't going to be a big play, but Mustangs
had a lot of Mustangs around him.
Yeah, the Mustangs doing a good job defensively, and I see Carney there on the defensive end as well, so he's getting a lot of playing time tonight, and I don't believe, I do not see Wilson back on the field.
2nd and 10, and the handoff's going to go here on the near side, and that's Ogletree again, bouncing it out. Look out here, Ogletree, the flag on the play, busts into Mustang territory, lost the football out of bounds, and once again it was Brian Yurchik that brought him down, but I think this is all for now.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold coming back. There's 2 flags, Brian. There's another flag at the 42-yard line in the middle of the field, and then there's a flag over on the 30. Nope, then they're going to decline that. They're going to collect 2 holding calls. Double trouble there.
Yes. That's really been the bugaboo for the Titans tonight, Steve, has been the penalty.
Well, that flag, I mean, we called that, as you could see it right in front of the, it was out in the middle of the open where everyone on the stands could see. The defender was clearly getting tackled. And it really impeded his progress to make a play on the ball carrier, and it really sprung the runner for a big gain. So
pushes it all the way back to the 20-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 22.
That's like a 40-yard penalty.
And considering where the end of the run was.
Yeah.
And homecoming, packed Mustang Stadium. Laurel Highlands looking to go to 5-0 for the first time in school history. And Steve, this kind of brings me back to some of those pre-COVID days. Everybody out here, great to see. Atmosphere on a Friday night, another pre-snap penalty.
Yep, just probably 4 Titans moving before the snap of the ball. So not everyone on the same page. And Coach Steele's got to be getting frustrated. You get a big gain on 1st down, and all of a sudden a couple, not even, 2 minutes into the quarter, your first play, you get a big gain, you get a 1st down, and all of a sudden now it's second down and 26.
Line of scrimmage now the 15, and actually more like 2nd and 27. You need the 42 here for a 1st down. And they're going to line up McMillan here out of the pistol set. He'll look to throw. A little quick out far side. This one is caught this time by Carlos Scott. Just a minimal gain back to the 20-yard line, 5-yard pickup.
Brian, that could have been a penalty as well. I don't know if you noticed the play clock was down to 0, and they before the snap, but if they let it go. Sometimes they'll give the benefit of the doubt if it's close, and they did there.
Now it's 3rd down, line of scrimmage, the 20-yard line. They need the 42 for a 1st down, so 3rd down and 22. With 9:49 left here in the 3rd quarter, Laurel Highlands up 14-0. West Mifflin again came in with a 1-3 record, but played a tough schedule, especially in the non-conference this year, as they bring here Delrico White in motion. McMillan takes the snap and goes back to Ogletree here on the near side, trying to cut up the field. The pursuit's been great all night by the Mustangs defensively, and they bring him down here again. This time it's Dan Carney defensively.
And that'll make 4th down and
a country mile.
Yep.
26. Have on the scoreboard. I think it's 4th and 22. Nonetheless, it's long. And they're not going for it. Rod's going to try to return another punt for a touchdown like he did last week.
Well, here's the thing. Remember the punt last time. Remember the snap.
Yes.
So let's watch the snap.
They're going to have 10 men coming here, Steve.
You have to. It's going to take the punter just to field the ball.
Kasuda back at the 7-yard line. Another low snap coming back, and he gets it away with a lot of pressure. It'll hit here right around midfield and bounce past Gallagher, take a West Mifflin roll, and a good one in that. All the way down to the 31-yard line, where the Mustangs will start 1st and 10 when we come back. 8:35 left here in the 3rd. Laurel Highlands up 14-0. We're back at 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
COVID-19 vaccines teach your body to recognize and fight the COVID virus. You can get this vaccine at no cost to you at Peachin Pharmacy in Connellsville. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. Help protect yourself and your loved ones. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy. Visit peachinpharmacy.com for more information.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
We're back here at Mustang Field. I think they're still trying to wait and get a 50-50 winner here. See, I'm sure you'd take it. And Laurel Highlands starting this drive from their own 31-yard line. Back to Dan Carney, just getting a yard here. Up to the 32 to bring up 2nd down and 9.
Well, the thing here, Brian, if you get Kearney running a couple runs like that, all of a sudden now the Titans have to respect that, and that's when you can get that read option working with Gallagher. But if Kearney can't run the ball, which he has been able to, but if he can't get any yards, then they're not going to respect that, and then Gallagher is not going to have any room.
Correct. 2nd and 9. Snap comes back to Rod. Looks across the middle. Pass complete. That's Hooper. First down. Down to the 42. Pickup of 12 and a Laurel Highlands first down. And that's why I think, Steve, going into next week, and you look at the next 3 games, Bell Vernon, Thomas Jefferson, and McKeesport, I think it's vital they get Eric Allen back in the lineup, because you look at those 3 competitors coming up over the next 3-game stretch for Laurel Highlands as Hooper limps off here. You're going to need all the bullets in your gun that you can get.
Yeah, Hooper very gingerly limping off there.
Twin receivers to each side. The Mustangs do have plenty of depth at the wide receiver position as Gallagher takes the snap. Goes back to Kearney this time. Tries to spin forward. Maybe got a half a yard. Just shy of the 45 to bring up 2nd down and a long 9 with 7:26 left here in the 3rd quarter. Laurel Highlands up 14-0. Again, stay tuned after the game for the Trib Live Scoreboard Show with Don Rebel. Don will have all of the scores from around the WPIL going until 12 midnight tonight. Always fun, Steve, to listen after the game, whatever game you're attending or watching here, to check in on all the action from around the WPIL. 2nd and a long 9. Rod back out of the shotgun. Hangs in the pocket, has time, a little backside pressure coming, sends a man down the field with a flag on the play, and coming back and pulling it in at the 35-yard line for the reception is Jaden Pratt.
It's probably going to come back, though.
Would have been a gain of 21 yards, but it's going to be a holding penalty against Laurel Highlands.
And you're right, Brian. This is nice Friday night football. The whole town is here. Well, half the town, because the other half is probably over at the Uniontown game and homecoming nights, and it's just a lot of fun. And, I was talking to my buddy Chris Boland from Connecticut. He did a game with us a long time ago. You might remember he came in and
yes,
did
I do.
At York. And, we were talking about high school football. And, they do, the East, it's different. When I grew up in New Jersey and they do it in Connecticut, they play on Saturday mornings. A lot of, they said
that is different.
Yeah, it's just, it's just like it wouldn't be the same. The lights, the whole deal, people out Friday night. And, Saturday, it's just, we played a lot of our games at 10:30 in the morning on Saturdays, and it was almost felt like a JV game, so it's kind of different, but this is nice.
Nice to have winning football as well. Rod on 2nd and 20 takes the snap, looking deep near side, and has Keandre to Shields, who could not hang on. Coverage on the play from Tayshawn McMillan.
Double coverage, too, by 2 Titans down there, and that ball was thrown pretty well, but it kind of drifted down the sideline, and I don't think he would have, if he caught it, he would have been in bounds.
3rd and 20 now. 6:31 left here in the 3rd.
And here the Mustangs just, you had a big play, and the holding penalty really killed this drive so far, and it's kind of what's happened to the Titans as well, mistakes.
Mustangs going with a triple left set here to the far side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the Laurel Highlands 34. Rod again with Kearney off to his right. Takes the snap, trying to set up the screen. Pass complete to Joe Chambers with a little running room. Joe across the 40, and a nice tackle, the 42-yard line by Peyton Uhas to minimize the gain to just 8 for the Mustangs and bring up 4th down and 12.
Well, if Uhas doesn't make that tackle, Chambers may still be running, because he had a nice, everybody was in the middle of the field right by the LH logo, and he was down on the right hash, and he had a lane, and he would have, I don't know if he would have scored, but he would have picked up another 20 yards at least.
Now Ben Diamond standing at the Mustang 27. Ogletree back at the 26 for West Mifflin. Low snap coming back. Diamond in trouble, and his kick got partially blocked. Loose ball on the far side, and the ball is still loose. They're trying to scoop it. There was Delrico White, but West Mifflin's going to have great field position here at the Laurel Highlands 36-yard line.
And again, the punting situation is just dangerous. It's high school football at its best. It's just the punts, the kicks are what make the coaches lose their, get gray hairs and get lose sleep a little bit, Brian. It's just you've seen it so far tonight. And even last week when the Ringgold punted, they actually got a good punt off, and then Gallagher brings it back for a touchdown. So just so many things can happen. Don't go don't go get a hot dog during a punt in high school football because you're probably going to miss something.
Well, you got one at halftime.
Yeah.
And now the Titans set up here, Steve. Best field position to start a drive at the Laurel Highlands 36 after the partially blocked Ben Diamond punt.
Well,
we'll see if they can take advantage.
And that was probably because of the snap game rolling back there, and he actually could have got rid of it earlier. Then he kind of tried to run, then he decided to kick it.
Heavy left set, handoff going to Ogletree inside the 35-30 and stumbles down at the 29-yard line. 7-yard gain with a late flag coming in here.
See, this could have been somebody in the Mustangs might have done something, I think. There was a Titan injured. Yep. Late hit, something, personal foul.
I'll take it down right around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, so the Mustangs now are paying back they're basically giving the Titans a few breaks like the Titans gave the Mustangs, and it could even this thing up.
You talked about not going away yet. When this game's 14-0, but you have West Mifflin driving in here, trying to get back and make this a one-possession game with plenty of time left on the clock. 5:23 left here in the third quarter. They're going to go with another heavy set here, Steve. This time heavy right. On the right side of McMillan to the wide side of the field. Ogletree gets the football, bounces it out with a couple of blockers. And Ogletree run out of bounds right around the 12-yard line. Got to watch the late hit there if you're Jaden Pratt. And I thought a flag was coming, and they're throwing the football back. So just about a 3-yard gain.
Well, the lights are not. They're taking effect now. They were it was tough earlier.
You have a couple of lights out down there as well.
Are out, and I think they could probably use another bank of lights on each side here. It's not the brightest field we go to, is it?
No, we'll be down at Trinity, though, later on this year. They have the Musco lighting down there. That's one of our favorite sites for Friday night high school football. Another heavy right set here on 2nd and 6. This time the handoff with a flag goes to Delron White, and Delron takes it. Where are they going to mark this down here, Steve? Delron down to the 3-yard line.
An odd place for the flag to come flying from.
Procedure penalty here against West Mifflin. Push it back.
5-yard penalty for illegal.
I've seen a little of Ogletree, a little of Delron White. Delrico White's had a couple of carries. James Fulmer was active back in the first half. And Andre Spencer's been involved as well tonight. 4:58 left here in the third. Laurel Highlands still leading 14-0 and aided there by that Titans penalty.
I think the officials made a mistake because I don't know where I think the guy that holds the marker moved.
Unless you had a 5-yard. No, it would have been a procedure call though, so it would have been a spot foul and a holding. They're going to push it back to the 21, and you're right. I think they made a mistake there that'll benefit Laurel Highlands.
Yeah.
This time they'll go heavy right again to the short side of the field. 2nd and 14, and it's going to be White again. Breaks a couple of tackles inside the 15. Gets down to the 13-yard line. 8-yard run there for Delron White, the 5'9", 220 sophomore.
Didn't see what happened there, but the way the Mustang players were diving in could be a late hit.
A lot of penalties here in this third quarter.
Yep.
Down to 4:47 left here in the third. Dead ball, personal foul against West Mifflin. Wow. That is huge.
Yes.
We thought it was going the other way.
Yeah, well, there was 5 or 6 Mustangs converging on the ball and only maybe 1 or 2 Titans, and the flag came flying in, so we just assumed it was going to be against the Mustangs. Didn't see anything.
That's the way it goes sometimes.
Yep.
The scoreboard says 3rd down, but I think it's the down marker says 2nd down, but that was a post-snap penalty, so it should be 3rd down. With a protector back to each side as McMillan takes the snap, play fake, rolls near side. He's going to pull it down, look to run inside the 25-20. McMillan at the 15, and a diving tackle there from Gallagher. Brought him down at the 17-yard line. What an open field tackle there from Gallagher. McMillan still got 10, but he could have taken that to the house.
And it's the down
marker. So this should be 4th down then, wouldn't it, Steve? Because that was a post-snap penalty.
Yes.
I think the down marker is incorrect. Should be 4th down. Let's see if it gets changed. The official signals, and yes, it is. It's 4th and 12. Line of scrimmage, the Laurel Highlands 17-yard line. 4:08 left here in the third quarter.
Are screaming at the officials, and they finally figured it out. But this, the officials have. It's been a sloppy game for the officials, and they've, the guy on the down marker is, had it wrong, and you think somebody would correct that.
From the pistol, McMillan, play fake, quick out, far side, pass complete. That goes to Delrico White,
nice
who's
tackle.
short of the line to gain another diving tackle for the Mustangs defensively. And I think that, Steve, was Keandre that brought him down. An injured Titan. We'll tell you who that is when we come back. 3:39 left here in the third. Mustangs getting the football back, shutout intact, up 14-0. We're back in 30 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
The Catholic War Vets Post 1669 in Hopwood is proud to support local high school sports. Organized in 1935, the Catholic War Veterans are the oldest veteran service organization in Fayette County. Join the Catholic War Veterans this Saturday with Nick Polito providing music from 7 to 10 p.m. That's the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood. Sign up today.
Back here at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands looking to go to 5-0. Up 14-0 over West Mifflin, starting this drive from their own 10-yard line with Gallagher out of the shotgun. Play fake, Rod calls his own number, minimal gain as he dives forward for 3, maybe 4 down to the 14 to bring up 2nd and 6.
See, all game long they've been giving it to Carney or Wilson before Wilson got hurt, and now I bet, my guess is you're going to see Gallagher kind of keep it on that read option a little bit more and try to make a play. Especially with the Mustangs down deep in their own territory. He's going to try to make a play to get them out of this hole.
Michael Hicks checking in on our live stream from Sandbridge, Virginia tonight. Hello, Michael.
Sandbridge, that's down by Virginia Beach, I believe.
2nd and 6 from the 14. Gallagher back out of the gun. Twin receivers, pulls it down. QB run the entire way. Gets across the 15, still on his feet, and dives close to the 18-yard line. Did he lose the football? Titans are saying they have it, and the referee agrees with them. So the Mustangs cough it up. A Rodney Gallagher fumble has given West Mifflin the football here at the Laurel Highlands 18-yard line with 2:48 left here in the third. This game, Steve, going back and forth, and West Mifflin finding a way to stay in it. They'll have it here at the Laurel Highlands 18.
But the way the Titans reacted, it looked like they jumped on the ball, and it looked like Gallagher, was getting pretty close to being down, but no replay in high school football.
Was that last week? We saw one of those around the goal line, maybe a couple weeks back. Similar situation. Again, the Titans going heavy here again, heavy right sets. McMillan, handoff this time going to Delron White, and Delron White inside the 10, inside the 5. He's down to the 2-yard line, 17-yard run for Delron White.
A lot of jawing going on out there.
1st and goal now for West Mifflin.
Hill and Pratt talking to each other, and one of them is going to get a flag here pretty soon. The officials are trying to get them both to stop.
They're going to roll it here at the 3-yard line. So 1st and goal here for West Mifflin from the Laurel Highlands 3 with 2:32 left here in the third quarter. Heavy right set here. The tailback is Delron White. McMillan from the pistol. Handoff goes to Delron and lowers the body, dives towards the goal line, and they're going to roll him down at the half-yard line.
Well, I had the binoculars on that one, Brian. It looked like he got into me. The official marked him down at the 1-foot line, but he certainly looked like he fell over that goal line. So another break for the Mustangs, and you just never know. It's just not a foregone conclusion that they're going to score. I mean, penalties, so many penalties in this game.
That ball is about as short of the goal line as you can get without going in.
It is. Looks like the nose of the ball is about 6 inches from the line.
Delron White's going to stay the tailback right now.
And number 2's out wide left. I don't think
they're going to go heavy left this time as McMillan takes the snap. Delron gets the carry, and this time he's in. They're going to say he lost the football, but I think he broke the plane before he lost it. Yes, touchdown, Delron White. goes in the books as a 1-yard touchdown run. Comes here at the 1:27 mark of the third quarter and puts West Mifflin right back in this game, down 14-6. That series, Steve, was big after the Gallagher fumble.
Another flag. Let's see what the call is here from the Titan sideline over on the 10-yard line, Brian. Let's see what they call. Sideline warning.
And apparently there's a coach, Steve, inside the press box yelling at the official timer here in the press box, and things are getting pretty heated in here, Steve.
I can hear it.
Nick Kasuda on for the extra point, and flags come in here again, and now things getting chippy here on the field. An offsides penalty here against Laurel Highlands. And now do you possibly go for 2 here, Steve? Half the distance.
Well, doesn't look like they're going to try.
Bring out Kasuda again. That's something you don't see every day. One of the West Mifflin assistant coaches going after the official timer. Another flag coming in.
Was it a West Mifflin?
That's what it sounds like from over there. The Laurel Highlands coaches are upstairs. And this is a procedure penalty against West Mifflin. They're going to have to retry here again.
Penalty is against West Mifflin.
They'll push this back to the 6-yard line. This extra point taken forever here, Steve.
This whole game has taken a bad turn as far as timing goes. It's just getting disjointed. A lot of penalties, sloppy play, sloppy officiating, coaches yelling at the people in the press box.
And now Kasuda's extra point this time is good to cut the Laurel Highlands lead to 14-7. 1:27 left here in the third quarter, and we're back in 60 seconds here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Well-qualified individual, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly for $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends September 30th, 2021. Both supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage. It's not available in all states.
Back here at Mustang Field, Steve, we did get some confirmation that was a West Mifflin assistant coach that went after the official timer for not stopping the clock on that last drive. It's not exactly the best sportsmanship up here in the press box, unfortunately.
Well, he might have been correct, but you still don't need to come in there.
No, for sure. Here's Kasuda to send it away. He's going to angle the kick on the far side to Ryan Pyro to keep it away from Rod. Here's Pyro on the run back. And Ryan Pyro, they're trying to strip it out, Steve. He gets down to the 24. That's where the Mustangs will start 1st and 10. You got to hang on to the football.
Well, I'd still give it to Gallagher and let him do his thing.
1:18 left here in the third quarter. Laurel Highlands up 14-7.
Got all these skill players out on the side, Brian, and we haven't gotten the ball to too many of them tonight.
You look at the block punt, set up the opening Mustang touchdown, Gallagher to Kiss. The West Mifflin fumble set up the Gallagher touchdown run. Then the Gallagher fumble setting up the Delron White touchdown run.
It's been a game of mistakes
on both sides. And now Laurel Highlands going to work, working left to right as we describe it. Now trying to protect a 14-7 lead. Play fake, quick screen near side. Pass complete, that's Matt Lucas. And Lucas run out of bounds right around the 26-yard line. About a 2-yard gain there, Gallagher to Lucas. Seen a lot of those bubble screens, Steves. Now we're just going for 2. Titans have defended those well tonight.
Lucas coming from the soccer team, he's getting a lot of duty in it.
Yes, he
ball,
is.
Isn't he? He's getting. He's not just a kicker and punter. He's a defensive back and receiver out there. So he's had a busy fall.
Gallagher handoff, Carney, minimal gain, getting 2, maybe 3 down to the 27. And Lucas actually got injured a week ago Saturday in a soccer match against Bell Vernon, and then missed about a week of soccer and also missed the football game last week against Ringgold, but good to see him back out there.
Well, 50 seconds and counting now, the 3rd and 8.
Big play here
Mustangs,
because all the momentum on the West Mifflin side right now.
Yeah, the Mustangs are really sputtering offensively. It's kind of disjointed here in the third quarter.
Gallagher again out of the shotgun. Not a lot of running room to the left. Pulls it back to the right. Look out here at the 35-40. Rod rumbling down the near sideline. Inside the West Mifflin 30. Cuts back at the 25. Rod another cut back at the 15. Still on his feet inside the 5. And brought down at the 2-yard line.
Well, that's just a broken play. He was going to the left, and he pulled it up. He gave up on it early because he saw an opening.
70-yard run.
No flags.
And boy, do the Mustangs need that. And you said that earlier, Steve. They did not have a big play like that from Gallagher.
He's hurt. He's looking for a stoppage here, an injury.
That could be a cramping situation, Steve, after a long run. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services injury timeout brought to you by UPMC Centers for Rehab Services, the leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive or call 724-437-7500. The Centers for Rehab Services, relief is closer than you think. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout with Rod down. 10 seconds left here in the third here on WMBS.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf, that's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is fast-friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout service, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspections, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681 for Joby's Golf.
Back here at Mustang Field, appears to be, Steve, I would think, a cramping situation right now.
Well, that's what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, he got up and then he walked around. Yeah, he looks like he's hot, coming off okay, but he'll have to miss a play unless they take a timeout, right?
Correct. You'll likely see C.J. Soltis, who has been effective when he's played this year for the Mustangs. And you, in essence, have 3 experienced quarterbacks because you could also pull in Joe Chambers as well.
Well, I got to believe this is going to be a handoff to Carney.
First and goal from the 3-yard line.
Well, they're bringing him down here to kind of look at him. I don't know.
Got his bell rung a little bit there at the end of the play, too.
They're just giving him some water.
Well, they're going to run the clock out here, Steve. They'll run the clock down, so that'll be the end of the quarter. 14-7, Laurel Highlands are back with a 4th and 60 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Sova & Son, Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 58th year, providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Sova & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Sova & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Sova & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 58 years. Call 724-437-2351. That's 724-437-2351. 724-437-2351 for Ted Sova & Son, Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to support local high school sports.
Buckle up, fourth quarter time, 1 possession game. Laurel Highlands up 14-7, but they're going to try to change that here, Steve, and punch it in from the 3-yard line after a 70-yard run from Rodney Gallagher.
Well, you got Soltis in now, quarterback, and he's been an effective runner as well.
I agree.
So let's see what happens, but I got to believe Gallagher looks to be ready to go, but they're going to sit him for 1 play.
Little banana bunch off to the right. Soltis out of the gun, and he'll lob it corner of the end zone. Jump ball too far, incomplete. Intended there for Jaden Pratt. And now Rod back in. 2nd and goal now from the 3. And you're also, Steve, the position of the field, you have 2 good kickers. Even if you couldn't get it in here, a field goal would make it back to a 2-possession game. No, ultimately, you'd like to punch it in and score a touchdown, but sitting on a 10-point fourth-quarter lead's not bad either.
A win's a win.
Carney off to the left of Gallagher in the backfield. Twin receivers to each side on 2nd and goal from the 3. Rod pulls it down, looks to run, and he gets down to the 1. Did he get all the way? And no, he did not. Stop for a gain of 2.
Yeah, he's down inside the 1, though.
Bring up 3rd and goal.
The ball's right on the 1.
And after the game, stay tuned for the Triple Live scoreboard show with Don Rebel. 3rd and goal from the 1. Mustangs going quickly. Rod under center. Now pulls back up. Flags come in here. And West Mifflin clapping.
False start.
Like it's a false start penalty against the Mustangs.
I think Devontae Kiss.
Yes, in a slot right.
Yep. And he's not even in on the play, Brian. He's probably just going to decoy out there, and it's Gallagher was going to sneak it because he was going under center.
One of those check with me's, though, when they came up quickly, and then he pulled back out. And I think Kiss went when he pulled. Pushes the football back to the 6. And they'll go with a triple right set here. Gallagher out of the gun. Carney now to his right. As Gallagher takes the snap, lobs it near side, back of the end zone with the catch. Keandre to Shields, got a foot down.
Wow, they called it good. It's officials really didn't have a good angle of it, did they? There was nobody back underneath.
He got it down.
Yeah.
Rod looked to the right, threw to the left, and Keandre back of the end zone. Able to haul it in, and the Mustang lead back up to 13 at 20-7. The touchdown's good. Dead ball on sportsmanlike conduct penalty against Laurel Highlands. Maybe a little excessive celebration there.
So they're going to move it back 15 yards.
Now, I'd take it here on the try if I was West Mifflin. 27 game, but the Titans had a little momentum. How long was Radcliffe's field goal last week, Steve? About 35? Now they're going to push it back here and take it on the kickoff.
Yep.
They thought about doing it on the try, and then I guess Coach Steele decided he wanted it.
Well, I figure it's a 2-score game anyway. What's the difference, right? So he's
looking for good field position coming back. Now another whistle coming in here.
The officials weren't ready, that's all.
11:19 left in regulation. Mustangs back up 13. Now the kick from Radcliffe.
He missed it anyway.
Is no good.
So that was
might have been partially blocked.
I think he just missed it, Brian. I had the binoculars on it. He just kind of hit it low, and if it was blocked, it was because he hit it into one of the heads of one of his linemen.
So Gallagher to DeShield, 6-yard touchdown, gives the Mustangs a 20-7 lead. We're back with a kickoff in 60 here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
In Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, brains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Mustangs now to kick off from the 25-yard line after the personal foul after the touchdown. And it's angled here on the near side, and it will go to White at the 25-yard line. Has a 30-35, ran into the back of Ogletree, tries to bounce it out on the left, nothing there, cuts back to the right, and White takes it down to the 40-yard line. So Delron White, a nice kickoff return there for West Mifflin. Titans with good field position. They'll start from their own 40, but down 20-7 with 11:07 left in regulation.
Well, not a lot of time to to move the ball, slow and steady down the field, they got to score at least twice.
Correct.
And they need to not only twice, but they got to score 2 touchdowns and make both extra points to get to 21. So they've got, the Mustangs have not been able to move the football that great, really, other than a couple big plays. So they have a chance if they score, but they probably got to score within before 6 minutes left, I would think.
And for the most part, the Titans have been getting their yardage on the ground as well in this contest. McMillan takes the snap. He's going to look deep middle on the pass. And this one, it's a jump ball for it, and it's going to come out. And you had an effort there from Andre Spencer going up against DeMonte Kiss.
And
both guys went for the football.
Kiss had it, but Spencer ripped it out of his hands on the way down. He saved an interception, so good job by Spencer. And McMillan showed a pretty good arm throwing that ball downfield like that, and they're going to need more of that for the Titans. So, at least that play only, took up a couple of seconds, and the clock stops on the incompletion.
Of course, he's a returning starter, was the Titans starting quarterback a season ago as well. And now West Mifflin with a 2nd and 10, 10:59 left in regulation. Football on their own 40-yard line. Handoff going to Ogletree, and he gets hit behind the line. DeMonte Kiss coming in for a 6-yard loss, but another flag coming in.
Holding. They're going to decline that. They're going to decline that for sure.
So Kiss with a hit on Ogletree results in a 6-yard loss. And what a difference, Steve, this season has been defensively for Laurel Highlands. You look back over the last 10 years, how many Mustang teams, their entire bugaboo was the fact they could not tackle defensively. And this Laurel Highlands team has just been totally different, coming up with big plays, and we saw it there again.
And last week against Ringgold, it wasn't like they weren't tackling. They were just, Ringgold was just creating gaping holes for that kid Oslowski to run through, and they were tackling. Once they got to him, they could tackle him, but they just could not get a hand on him. But this team, you're right, that was a great tackle by Kiss.
3rd and 15, McMillan's going to pull it down, look to run as the 40. Sidesteps right around the 45. They're going to rule him out of bounds, actually the 44. So about a 9-yard gain. Needed 15, got 9. That'll bring up 4th down and 6. And now decision time for head coach Rod Steele.
There's no decision here, Brian. You got to go for it. You're down by 2 scores with 10 minutes left. High school football, that's like, in the pros, that's like 3 minutes left. You know what I mean? They got to go. They can't. They may not get the ball back maybe one more time if they don't get it here.
Offense staying on the field. They're trotting out Jameer Hill as well.
The last thing you want to do is waste a timeout now.
Play clock down to 15.
Yeah. I mean, I know the clock's not moving, but you certainly don't want to waste a timeout when the clock stopped.
Play clock down to 7 as they break the huddle. McMillan out of the shotgun, play clock at 3. And now a flag comes in with a play clock at 1.
Mustangs jumped. That was 55, I believe it was.
Jaden Tucker.
Yeah, 55. Mustangs just jumped a little early in the hard count.
4th and a long 1.
Still not a first down,
No. Need the defense to step up again.
Changes the play, though, probably for
Make it run Ogletree or White. I think White's been the better runner between the tackles in this game. A little bit lower to the ground and a little bit wider at 5'9", 220.
Flag.
Another flag coming in. It went to White and they stuffed him.
He didn't make it, and I think the flag is going to be against West Mifflin. The receiver on the near side did not get set as he shifted as the ball was snapped, so that's going to be a turnover on downs. Mustangs will take over.
Coach Colasar says, hey, we're declining. We're going the other way with the football. 10-10 left in regulation. Laurel Highlands up 20-7. They get the football back when we come back in 30 seconds here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Good times, good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill, Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. Get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill, Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call 724-438-9835. That's 9835, or visit Potters on Facebook. We'll see you at Potters.
Been a fun night here at Laurel Highlands High School, opening home game of the year for the Mustangs. New turf, homecoming. Laurel Highlands looking to go to 5-0 for the first time in school history with the football back, with another flag on the play, inside handoff, going to Dan Carney, and he rumbles down to the 36-yard line. 13-yard game, but will it stand?
Well, you know what? They didn't throw a flag, Brian, but they should have. There was a defensive player coming on the field from the West Mifflin bench, and he was behind the line of scrimmage when they snapped the ball, and he was allowed to go in on the play, and the official missed it. But, of course, the Mustangs would have probably declined it anyway with the big gain.
Another nice run in between the tackles, that time for Dan Carney. Again, if you're just joining us, no Eric Allen tonight. Ben Wilson appeared to get dinged up in the first half as well for Laurel Highlands. The Mustangs, Rodney Gallagher maybe getting a half yard there, down to the 36 to bring up 2nd down and 9. You look at a kid like Allen, Steve, came into the game, 37 carries, 326 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And the performance the Mustangs have had without their starting tailback tonight, very impressive.
It's been very impressive. You got to credit the offensive line. You got to credit Carney for doing a good job of stepping in. 13 tailback gets in, and he's getting some big yards.
We mentioned, Steve, on the field since 2012, Laurel Highlands just 1-8 against West Mifflin. They did have one more forfeit win during that stretch, and Laurel Highlands up 13. I know the game's not over yet, but you're down to 9:05 left on a running clock here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 9 for Laurel Highlands. Gallagher putting it up, and that one almost intercepted. In and out of the hands of West Mifflin's Tayshawn McMillan. The quarterback on the other side had an opportunity to pick off Gallagher and just could not hang on.
Looked like he almost lost it in the lights and the angle he had. It might have been looking right into the bank to our right. And that pass was just overthrown by Gallagher.
Probably wished he had it back and then got a break on the play.
Well, there you go. I mean, here's the thing. You're up 20-7 with 9 minutes left. You might want to run the ball, keep the clock moving. You could at least take it down to 6 minutes or so, even if you have to punt.
8:59 left here in the fourth. Little play fake. Rod looks to run, going nowhere. Gets gang tackled and pushed back. So it'll be 4th and 9. You're at the West Mifflin 37-yard line. You have a 13-point lead with 8:45 left here in the fourth quarter, and you had trouble with your last punts. It was mainly on the snap coming back.
Yep, it rolled back there. It was
Caden Friel will be the long snapper. And you'll have Diamond standing here at midfield with Ogletree back at the West Mifflin 10-yard line. Friel, high snap coming back. This time they're all over Diamond, but somehow he gets it away. It'll hit here at the 15-yard line, and that's a live ball. Do the Titans touch it as Matt Lucas fell on it?
It's a good thing the Titans, for the Titans, they don't have replay because it went through his legs, and I don't know if it touched him or not, but it certainly was close enough to get a replay.
Nonetheless, West Mifflin will get the football back. 8:11 to play, 20-7. Laurel Highlands are back in 30. Here in the CR Parada group. Is this coming back? We're going to keep it here.
They're going to make them punt it again, which I guess.
Jeff Douglas checking in on the live stream from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte.
Tim Mahoney watching from Myrtle Beach tonight.
He's down in Myrtle Beach. Nice for down in golf country.
Yes.
It's the golf capital of the East Coast, isn't it?
Enjoy playing down there.
You know, I've never played down there.
A lot of courses to choose from.
Yeah.
So 4th and 9. Push it back to the 41. And Ben Diamond will punt it away again. So Friel on the snap, almost went over Diamond's head. They come after him again, and once again, able to get it away. This one a line drive kick. This time they will get away from it, and the Mustangs will down at the 14-yard line. And that's where West Mifflin will take over 1st and 10, 8:02 left here in the fourth.
Wow, these officials are flag happy.
We'll take a quick 30-second timeout, let you know about the penalty. Laurel Highlands up 20-7, back in 30.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver's license and clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Good luck.
Back here at Mustang Field, Steve, they tell me in the press box that Caden Friel got hurt and Joe Chambers has been snapping the last couple of punts for the Mustangs.
Okay.
So maybe that's part of the reason you don't have your normal starting long snapper in there. So you had another penalty. This one against Laurel Highlands will give West Mifflin the football now at their own 33.
Didn't see what it was, but it was a personal foul. And Coach Colasar is having a little talking to Cam Bradley over there, so I'm wondering if he was the culprit or not. But Bradley's kind of stating his case over there, pleading his case with Coach Colasar.
The Titans with the football back again, down 13. McMillan out of the shotgun's going to put it up. Quick pass near side, pass complete again, goes to Carlos Scott. And Scott still on his feet. Nice little run after the catch there, picking up 9 up to the 42-yard line. We have
3 timeouts left for the Titans.
Will King checking in on our live stream from Reno, Nevada tonight, Steve.
Reno.
They're watching from everywhere. Ron Polito watching from Pinehurst, North Carolina, talking about good places to play golf. And Bob Gardner watching from Florida. 2nd and 1 from the 42-yard line. This one is going to be Ogletree.
Another flag.
And Ogletree takes it down to midfield. I think this one's coming back.
I don't know. I know Tony does when he's doing the stats, he keeps track, and we can't communicate with him now. But there's got to be more flags in this game than we've had in a game in a while. I know we've had some games this year where we had a lot of flags, but this is getting crazy, isn't it?
To say the least.
As quick as that first half went, this is dragging on because of these penalties.
Bell Vernon still up 14-13 over Thomas Jefferson, but according to our buddy Jared Bozak, they lost Quentin Martin to an injury in that game, Steve. So that could be big for the Leopards. They're still hanging on against TJ in the second half. 2nd and 6 now for West Mifflin after the penalty. Football back to the 37-yard line. McMillan back out of the shotgun. Handoff going to Ogletree on the far side. Ogletree at the 40, spinning forward close to a West Mifflin first down at the 43-yard line. Did we have a play, Steve, without a flag?
I'm looking. Yeah, I don't think so.
Appears we did. Hard to believe. 6:40 left on our running clock here in the fourth quarter, and the Titans now have to pick up the pace. They ruled him short of a first down. Now the referee said he did have enough. I don't know about that.
It didn't look like it, but now the chain gang is well, their chain guys don't want to move the chains, do they?
Well, it appeared the ball was about a half yard short of the first down. And the Titans going back to work, twin receivers to each side. McMillan, another quick pass. Once again, his favorite target right now, Carlos Scott. And Scott gets just 5 and getting some extracurriculars with another flag coming in.
I really can't believe it, Brian. They can't believe how many flags are throwing. This officiating crew is...
You got an injured Titan. I think it's Carlos Scott down on the play. Now an injury stoppage, and we'll check the flag as well. 6:12 left. And I think this will be a dead ball foul, you would think, Steve, from the area that flag was thrown.
Yeah, I didn't see what it would have been. Did they even indicate what it was?
Not yet. There's been no indication other than the flag being thrown. Now they picked it up, and they're going to push the football up like the flags against Laurel Highlands. And they're going to respot it here down at the Mustang 38. So obviously a personal foul here against Laurel Highlands. With Scott still down, we'll step aside for a quick 30-second timeout. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services injury timeout. Mustangs up 20-7, 6:12 left in regulation. We're back at 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now with CR for Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $259 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CRForChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease at GMF, a well-qualified individual, 24 months, 10,000 miles yearly for $3,000 close cash rate equity down with CME Loyalty or CME Conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends September 30th, 2021. Both supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Back here at Mustang Fields, well, Steve, your Pirates, the Phillies have tied it up. It's 4-4.
Now look at this. Now they're going the other way. Look.
So they marked off that penalty initially.
These officials are unbelievable, really.
They marked it off initially against Laurel Highlands.
And one of the coaches from Laurel Highlands had to point that out to the official that marked it off.
And now they took it the other way.
It's only
so
a 60 or 30 yard difference. Wow.
Now it's going to be back at the West Mifflin 32 after the personal foul. It is hard to believe they can mismanage the game that badly.
Yeah, they're really having a hard time. Where's Billy Beaner when you need him?
Yes. We did not catch who the crew was tonight.
Nope. So we can't get in trouble for
mention any names. No. Unless Kylie gets some good Zoom action down there.
Yeah.
On some of the officials.
She can't hear you right now, so she's not gonna. I'm not gonna tell her that. I don't want to get us in trouble.
The football back at the West Mifflin 32-yard line. It'll be second down. They have 21 up on the scoreboard. Mookie enjoyed your Beaner reference, by the way, checking in. Had McMillan back out of the shotgun, and surprise, surprise. Play's going to be stopped.
Delay game.
Yep, play clock at 0. What's another penalty? Now they're going to pick it up. Maybe they're going to say the play clock was not reset. So they'll reset the play clock to 25. Line of scrimmage is the 32, and they need the Mustang 47 for a first down.
And the clock's running now.
The second and 21. 5:35 left in regulation. McMillan out of the shotgun, twin receivers to each side. Quick screen, far side Ogletree. Ogletree breaks a tackle at the 30. Still on his feet and gets run out of bounds to the 37-yard line. So Ogletree a 5-yard gain will bring up third down and 16 with 5:21 left in regulation, and Laurel Highlands leading West Mifflin by a score of 20-7. And the time in this game, Steve, really starting to play a factor now for West Mifflin. 5:21 left, and now you're going to have third and long, third and 16.
I mean, even
for
if
their
they
own
get
38.
the first down, it's taking them so long to move the. They're not really moving the ball. They're just, they're making plays, getting penalties, and it's just been a really bad flow to this second half. As good as the first half was, this second half has been just kind of hard to watch, actually.
McMillan again, this time looking to put it up here on third and long. He's in trouble, steps up, trying to run out of it. McMillan with a nice little sprint down the far side, got popped and nailed out of bounds hard there, Steve, on the far sideline. I think that was Carney that stuck him. Either Carney or Yorchik. Is that 10 or 18 down there? That's 10. That's Yorchik that stuck him.
Yorchik, he's all over the place.
So ended up going as about a 9-yard gain. So it'll be fourth down and 6. Ball at the 48-yard line. Just shy of the 48 of West Mifflin, and they need just past the Mustang 47. Call it a short 5, long, or check that, short 6, long 5 on this fourth down with 5:10 left in regulation. Titans trying to keep themselves in the game. McMillan again out of the shotgun. Flag coming in from the near side. McMillan will let it go. Pass intercepted. That's picked off there by Jaden Pratt. And Pratt takes it back to the West Mifflin 45-yard line. We'll check the flag. Mustangs celebrating. That was an illegal shift against West Mifflin, so Laurel Highlands will have the ball when we come back. 5 minutes left in regulation. Mustangs up 20-7. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228. That's 724-439-3228, 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Back here at Mustang Field. 5 minutes left in regulation. Laurel Highlands with a football back. Line of scrimmage, the West Mifflin 45-yard line. Rod, inside handoff, will go as a loss to Dan Carney, who stopped. And they'll rule him back here at the 48-yard line. 2-yard loss on the play to bring up 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, nowhere to go that time for Carney. The Titans did a good job of getting in there in the backfield, and Carney's got to be careful. He's going to get a lot of carries here, I would think, and they're going to be trying to strip that football. So he just needs to hold on to the ball, let the clock run, and let the Mustangs gallop out of here with a victory.
Jared Bozak tells us Steve Thomas Jefferson has taken a 19-14 lead over Bell Vernon as Pyro comes in motion here. And Rod calls his own number, trying to spin off a couple of defenders, and he'll lose 2 back to midfield to bring up 3rd down and 14 with 4:10 left on a running clock here in the 4th quarter, and Laurel Highlands up 20-7. So it could be, Steve, the Laurel Highlands might be the only team going into next week's matchup with Bell Vernon undefeated. The Leps are going to have to rally back in the 4th quarter against Thomas Jefferson tonight.
Thomas Jefferson's not going to make too many mistakes, you know that.
3rd and 14. 3:42 left here in the 4th. Gallagher back out of the shotgun. Carney to his left, twin receivers to each side. I think one of the Titans lined up offsides. Nothing called. Rod looking deep middle. Overthrew Joe Chambers.
It's a good throw, but just a little too far. Chambers tried to make it. It would have been a nice catch. And Chambers, still, what a catch he made on the sideline. If you remember earlier, he tiptoed down there.
Yes, that was right when we were talking about the great catch he had last week.
Yeah. And look, he's going to have to
long snap this, yeah.
So he's taking his gloves off. He's taking his glove off this time. Let's see if he gets a better snap.
Again, Caden Friel injured, so Joe Chambers doing the long snapping now for the Mustangs. The punter's Ben Diamond. Now flags come in.
They're going to call false start on the. They're going to call false start on Chambers.
Yeah, he moved the football.
Yeah, he picked it up, and then he was trying to adjust it, and they'll let you pick it up a little bit, but not like he picked it up. He picked it up a foot or two in the air as he was standing over the ball. And he's not.
I'm going to put a little dirt on it there, make sure it wasn't slick.
Rub a little those rubber pellets on it.
Now the snap coming back, clean one this time, and sending it away. Short punt though from Ben Diamond will hit here at the 27.
Look who's down there? Chambers down there.
Yes. Long snap recovering. We'll down it here at the 23. It's where the Titans will start 1st and 10 when we come back. 3:16 left in regulation. Laurel Highlands 20, West Mifflin 7. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
Lease Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lease does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lease does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950 for your quote. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lease wishes all the area high school football teams the best of luck this season from Lease Plumbing and Excavating.
Steve, after Thomas Jefferson got that touchdown, they went for 2 and got it, so they're up 21-14 now over Bell Vernon. 4th quarter of that one. And now West Mifflin with the football back here, down 13 to Laurel Highlands with 3:16 left in regulation. And here's McMillan looking to run. Another flag on the play, big surprise there as McMillan takes it down to the 28. About a 5-yard gain if it stands.
Maybe this crew's getting paid by the flag.
Be a nice way to get paid, especially when you control when you throw it.
Yeah.
That'd be like us paying you by the word and you would never shut up.
There can't be that many that many holding calls in the game. I mean, most of them are going against the Titans, and the Titan fans got to be watching.
We have to be over 200 yards of combined penalties.
Yeah.
I'm guessing right now.
And they
we had a lot of that in the Southmoreland game earlier on this year.
There was a couple calls that we could see, but let the kids play a little.
I agree. 3:07 left. 13-point game. West Mifflin with 88 yards ahead of them. Working left to right, triple right formation. McMillan again out of the shotgun. Protector back to his right. He's going to put it up. Hangs in the pocket, looks deep middle here, looking for Ogletree, who almost had it on the run and then dropped it. And the pass was actually almost intercepted there by DeShields. They brought the tailback deep down the field. Oh, wheel route there, Steve. Almost went for a big gain. Now 2nd down and long, 2nd and 20.
Now what do you do now? If you get to 4th down, you're going to punt? I mean, you can't. I mean, I guess if you want to win the game, your only chance is to score and get an onside kick at this point. But if you punt, you're pretty much giving up, right?
Correct. 3 minutes left. This is a big loss for West Mifflin, Steve. Really puts them behind the 8 ball in the conference at 0-2. Mustangs move to 2-0. And in good shape at this point of the season. Quick out near side at the 15-yard line. Pass complete there to Tyrese Ogletree.
And it keeps the clock moving, though. Keeps the ball the ball carrier tackled inbounds. So the Mustangs now will let that clock run. And of course, the Titans are going no huddle, trying to speed it up a little bit. But this is a little too late now.
It's one of only 3 home games for Laurel Highlands this year after they had to shift the 1 home contest against Southmoreland to the road. As McMillan looking to throw again, steps up here on the near side, got hit there by Yorchik as he released the football. Should be a fumble. The Mustangs recovered, and out of the pack with it there for Laurel Highlands is 56, Trevor Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas, there was 3 Mustangs there. If he would have thought about it or kind of, I know you want to just fall on it, but he could have picked that up and scored. He would have had 2 blockers with him.
Yes.
And nobody there.
An old convoy.
Yeah.
And give credit again to Yorchik.
And the scoreboard just flashed on and off. Did you see that? I don't know if you noticed that or not. But
I'm sure it probably reset our score hub.
Yeah. No. Yeah, it's the score hub. I can see the screen. It looks like it's still there.
Good. 20-7. Mustangs over the Titans. 2:17 to play. Laurel Highlands looking to punch it in here again late. They'll have it here at the West Mifflin 16-yard line.
If I'm a gambling man, I'm saying Carney's getting this ball.
And you are correct with another flag on the play.
And that
would be something as well, Steve. Just they do a lot of that in-game betting.
Yeah.
What are the chances of a flag's going to be thrown on the next play?
The over/under on flags was 37, and they're at 55 now. So.
I know Billy Dice is probably going to chime in and said he had the over.
Yeah. And
you can only have fun here in the final 2:13.
Hey, Coach, you know what? This game's over. Just let him kneel on it. Don't get anybody hurt now. They're not even using their timeouts.
2:13 to play.
You're not getting rankings. There's nobody ranking anybody. They're not getting
Gardner points for a bigger win.
Yeah, just...
Rod play fake, pulls it down himself. Needs some help here on the edge.
Fall down. Just fall down, kid. Please,
and
fall down.
He'll go for a loss back at the 21, 4-yard loss. But the important thing is there, you don't get hurt.
Yes.
3rd and long here for the Mustangs. And we do have a timeout taken here by West Mifflin, so we'll take one as well. 1:55 to play. Laurel Highlands up 20-7. We're back in 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Go mobile with First Federal of Greene County. Get security and convenience with First Federal's updated app. Turn off lost or stolen credit cards, check balances, manage card limits, deposit checks, pay bills. All with the swipe of your finger. Don't forget the Card Valet mobile app to further protect your debit card. Visit the Apple App Store or Google Play to download the apps. Visit firstfederalofgreene.com for more information. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
We're back here at Mustang Field. 1:55 left in regulation. 20-7. Mustangs in the lead over the West Mifflin Titans. Brian Morozak along with Steve Suprick. Kylie Silberdash behind the camera. Tony Hanola providing stats. And Nick Barchek doing a fabulous job back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios.
He's doing such a good job. When are you going to get him that raise, Brian?
He has done more than... You have no idea what Nick's done the last 36 hours.
I tell you, I know.
He's done a lot, and we're super appreciative of Nick back in the studio. Can't say that enough. My entire crew, by the way.
Sorry for him because he's a Pirate fan like me. And
yes.
I know Sandy Tracy's a big Pirate fan. And it's been a rough couple years, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. Triple left set. They're keeping it on the ground here to Carney on 3rd and 14, and he'll get pushed back at the 18-yard line. And I have to give a shout-out, Steve, to our entire crew. We had some major computer issues back in our studio yesterday, and everyone really worked hard here over the last 36 hours to get these commercials on the air, keep us on the air, and really have to credit the entire staff for some hard work here.
We get the easy part. I get the easy.
You just show up 10 minutes before the game.
15. That's 15 minutes before the game. Yeah, I was working. I still have a regular job.
Yes, we know. We know. Another timeout taken. 1:41 to play, 20-7. Laurel Highlands will step aside for a quick 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Saturdays, 8 till noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228. That's 724-439-3228, 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Back here at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands going for it here on a 4th and 12 as Ryan Pyro comes in motion, resets to the right side. Gallagher takes the snap. He's looking left side. Single coverage in the end zone. And did Jaden Pratt hang on? Yes, he did. Back corner of the end zone. Another Mustang touchdown.
That's a highlight reel catch there, and he got away with a push-off, Brian. He kind of extended his right forearm to fend off the receiver or the defender. And he caught it with one hand. His right hand kind of just cradled it in there. And what a nice play. Good throw by Gallagher, but a better catch.
21-yard touchdown. Gallagher to Pratt on a 4th and 12. Coming here with 1:35 left in regulation.
And
now Radcliffe to add the extra point to make it 27-7. Clean snap coming back, and Harry's kick is on the way and good. So with 1:35 left in regulation, it's Laurel Highlands 27 and West Mifflin 7. We're back in 60 seconds here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door's shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business.
Back here at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands up 27-7 after the Ronnie Gallagher to Jaden Pratt touchdown as Harry Radcliffe sends it away, and it goes back here to White at the 11-yard line. White at the 20, White at the 25. Look out here. Some running room for Delron White at the 45 across midfield. Tried to cut back but was out of bounds after he was pushed out there by Keandre DeShields. And Steve, you look at this Laurel Highlands team, 5-0 for the first time in school history. The trendy hashtag this week was not your father's Mustangs. Well, they're 5-0.
Well,
and it's so great for these kids now to be a part of winning after so many years of down Laurel Highlands football.
And it's interesting. They're not really dominating but they're winning, and they're playing good football. They're not making a ton of mistakes. A lot of penalties tonight by both teams, but for the most part, they're not turning the ball over a lot. They're very opportunistic, getting turnovers, and they played very good defensively tonight against the run compared to what they did last week. So they're showing improvement as well. So they're doing a great job.
And next week, Steve, is really going to be a big tell for Laurel Highlands as they get pressure here on McMillan again, and a little dual sack with the pressure. And coming in there initially with the hit for Laurel Highlands was number 55, and that was Jaden Tucker.
And the Mustangs did a good job there getting into the quarterback, and the Titans have pretty much called off the dogs. I mean, they're going to run plays to try to score, but they are not using any of their timeouts. They're walking back to the line of scrimmage. They had receivers all the way down to the 20-yard line on the other end, and now they're trying to get set here, but the clock's ticking away on them.
45 seconds left in regulation, 2nd and 22. McMillan, handoff Ogletree on the far side as the 40-45. Tried a little sidestep, and he got shouldered down at the 47-yard line. Mustangs hitting pretty good out there as well, even late in this game, and that hit was delivered by Billy Barton.
Can we get one more penalty before this is over?
You need one more for the over.
Yeah.
With 19 seconds left. 27-7. This will likely be the last play of the game.
Unless it's an incomplete
3rd and 15. Quick out near side, and two Titans collided. The ball came free, and they're going to rule this actually down and say the initial reception was made there by Tyrese Ogletree as the scoreboard goes awry again.
Why is the clock not running?
I think the scoreboard went out and it came back on. There should be about 20 seconds left. It's showing 0.
There was 2 seconds left when he caught it. So
okay, that's it. 27-7. Laurel Highlands, the win over West Mifflin. Mustangs improved to 5-0 overall, 2-0 in the Big 8 Conference. They will travel to Bell Vernon next week, while the West Mifflin Titans fall to 1-4 overall, 0-2 in the Big 8s. We're back to tell you all about it right after this. Stay tuned for our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer, working hard for the residents of South Union Township. It comes your way next year on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Did you take your medications this morning? Apothecary Pharmacy now offers Apothe-Packs. All your medications come in pre-sorted packs organized by the date and time you take them. From seniors to caregivers to parents whose children take medications at school to travelers, Apothe-Packs helps people know when and how to take their medicines. It's free to make the switch from bottles. Call us at 724-437-7801. That's 724-437-7801 to get started with Apothe-Packs. Ask us about free delivery.
Cancer patients in Fayette and Greene County no longer have to travel to find the care they need thanks to a new partnership between the WVU Cancer Institute and WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new cancer center is now open on the 2nd floor of the annex building on the hospital's campus and will take a multidisciplinary approach to medical oncology care, including chemotherapy and other infusion services, a pharmacy, and lab. Patients will have access to nurse navigation, a telephone triage system for symptom management and prescription refills, cancer registry services, tumor boards, and telemedicine appointments. The clinic will include 8 exam rooms, 1 procedure room, 1 consult room, 1 provider workroom, and 1 station for obtaining patient vitals. The infusion area will include 8 private infusion bays with heated massage chairs, 2 additional swing flex rooms, and 1 station for obtaining patient vitals. Patients wishing to schedule medical oncology and infusion appointments at Uniontown Hospital can call 724-912-7520. For more information on the WVU Cancer Institute, visit wvumedicine.org/cancer. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new us, here for you.
Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950 for your quote. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area high school football teams the best of luck this season. From Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
Donnie Arthur, owner of Buyers Market on Connellsville Street, and Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke are teaming up to support local high school sports. Before the game, stop in a Buyers Market, order a sandwich, and enjoy a cold drink in their newly renovated seating area. Great food, lottery, friendly service. It's all there at Buyers Market. Open Monday through Friday, 6 to 10. Saturday and Sunday, 7 to 10. Girl hours, 8 to 2. Monday through Saturday, Don Arthur, owner.
South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer wishes the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs this season and in the playoffs. During these uncertain times, a lot of hard work goes into a successful season, and that includes the cooperation of players, coaches, and their families. South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer commends all of those whose hard work has gone into making this a successful season. Like our local teams, Robert Schiffbauer is working hard to make life better for the residents of South Union Township. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pump for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf, that's where.
Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is fast-friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout service, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspections, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681 for Joby's Golf. Good times, good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill, Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Family owned and operated, Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. Get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill, Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Going on now is your free Gabby. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $259 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charborchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months and 10,000 miles yearly for $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends September 30th, 2021. Plus supplies last. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
We're back here at Mustang Field, 27-7 your final score. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs 5-0 for the first time in school history. They will meet Belle Vernon next week. The Leopards still in action tonight, tied at 21 with Thomas Jefferson. 3 minutes left in that game. Devin Whitlock just scored a touchdown for Belle Vernon, who, according to our sources, Steve, they're playing without Quentin Martin in the second half. So 21-21, 3 minutes left on the beach in Ross Draver Township tonight. That should be a fun finish.
Yep, should be exciting, and of course, there's two pretty good teams going at it. Of course, or Thomas Jefferson's been the team to beat for the last 40 years, and of course, Belle Vernon's been good, but not good all the time, and they've got a good team the last few years, and this is proven to be a heck of a football game.
Our scoring summary on our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer. Started after a block punt. Rodney Gallagher to DeMonte Kiss, 5-yard touchdown pass to the 5:44 mark of the opening quarter. Put Laurel Highlands on top 7-0. Another Titans fumble aided the Mustangs. Rodney Gallagher scored from a yard out. Radcliffe added the extra point. It was 14-0 Laurel Highlands. That was your halftime score. And then West Mifflin got a little life after a Rodney Gallagher fumble. Delron White a 1-yard touchdown run. Kasuda added the extra point to cut it to 14-7 with 1:27 left in the third quarter. But Rodney Gallagher, after a 70-yard run, it was not a touchdown run, just a 70-yard run, put the Mustangs into the red zone. Gallagher, after a penalty, found Keandre DeShields in the back of the end zone on a 6-yard touchdown pass to increase the lead to 20-7. And then the Mustangs capped off the scoring. Gallagher to Jaden Pratt on a 21-yard touchdown pass to make it 27-7. I'm not sure what Nick has queued up for our First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County Super Play of the Game, but he tells me he has something, and here's your First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County Super Play of the Game.
Laurel Highlands going for here on a 4th and 12 as Ryan Pyro comes in motion, resets to the right side. Gallagher takes the snap. He's looking left side. Single coverage in the end zone. And did Jaden Pratt hang on? Yes, he did. Back corner of the end zone. Another Mustang touchdown.
That was Gallagher to Jaden Pratt. Final score of the night. And we had some great catches in this game, Steve. Look at both of those touchdowns. Keandre's in the back of the end zone. A couple of folks telling us on Facebook Live it was a one-hander from Keandre, and then Pratt's in the back corner as well.
Pretty good stuff. And he could have put that run on there that he ran like 70 yards.
Yes, correct.
And
that's why I wasn't sure what he was going to come with. Told him to surprise me.
Yep.
It came through with a good one. So we're back with one final word. You're going to have all of our stats for us here on our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer. Mustangs win it 27-7. Back with a final word and stats right after this.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228. That's 724-439-3228, 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage. It's not available in all states.
McClure & Wolf Certified Public Accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf Certified Public Accountants.
Back here at Mustang Field, wrapping things up.
The state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases, but most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Phone 724-437-2799.
Good times, good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill, Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Family owned and operated, Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. Get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill, Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
When it's time to service your vehicle, don't procrastinate. Call Rose Motors at 724-583-1944. Rose Motors specializes in computer diagnostics, engine and electrical problems, brake service, electronic tune-ups, air conditioning repair, exhaust work, state inspection, and more. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? See Rose Motors, where financing is also available. Rose Motors, 42 River Avenue in Masontown, serving the area for 3 generations. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, Saturday by appointment.
Back here at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands a 27-7 win on our postgame show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer. Steve has your final stats. They're brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm.
Okay, for West Mifflin, McMillan was 8 out of 12 for 33 yards, 1 interception, highlighted by Scott getting 4 catches for 17 yards and Spencer 2 catches for 6 yards. On the ground, McMillan had 10 carries, 54 yards. Ogletree, 14 carries, 53 yards. White with 19 yards on 4 carries. And the other White, Devlico White, the younger one, had 19 yards on 4 carries as well from West Mifflin for the game. 44 plays on offense, 145 yards on the ground, 33 in the air, just 178. Total offense had 4 turnovers and 14, that's right, 14 penalties for 120 yards. And the Mustangs had Gallagher with 11 out of 22, 106 yards, 3 touchdown passes. The Shields had a touchdown catch for 6 yards. Lucas catch for 2 yards. Hooper 2 catches for 4. Chambers 4 catches for 35 yards. Pratt had a touchdown, 3 catches, 37 yards. Kiss had a touchdown, 2 catches for 27 yards. On the ground, Gallagher had 17 carries, 118 yards, had a score. Wilson, 3 carries, 5 yards before he got injured. Pratt had a couple of yards on 2 carries, and Carney did a good job in relief, 10 carries, 45 yards. On the night for the Mustangs, they had 54 plays, 170 yards on the ground, 106 in the air. 276 yards total offense, and they just had 1 turnover. And they also had 14 penalties, 94 yards. So 28 penalties, Brian, between the both teams. That's I don't know if that's a record or not, but that's a lot of penalties.
It is a lot of penalties. So the Mustangs sitting pretty, Steve, 5-0. Still don't know yet if they're going to take on an undefeated Bell Vernon team next week. The Leopards still tied at 21. Jared Bozak tells me final minute of regulation with TJ might be headed to overtime.
Yep, well, we'll find out. We'll listen to Don Rebel later and listen to it, and I'm sure we'll get all the scoop. But either way, it's going to be a heck of a ball game next week.
Yeah, we'll see you down on the beach turf next Friday night on the air with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 6. Opening kick set for 7 o'clock. Laurel Highlands and Bell Vernon here on WMBS. Of course, the live video stream next week as well. Again, thanks to our entire crew here at WMBS. Kylie Soberdash behind the camera. Steve Superk, my broadcast partner. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Your final score for Mustang Field at Laurel Highlands High School. Laurel Highlands now 5-0 for the first time in school history. A 27-7 win over West Mifflin tonight. So long, everybody, for Mustang Field. Stay tuned for the Trib Live Scoreboard Show with Don Rebel on the way next.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical